it is Neeves Knives Live.
Burner phone edition.
Yes.
Also, I just want to start off by saying...
Give me this. Sorry.
Get rid of that.
I did.
What is it? This isn't it. What are you doing? I just want to say that this is our Patreon giveaway this month. The Tucson TS226 Jelly Jerry design. This thing's pretty awesome. We are giving away 2 knives this month because last month we turned the giveaway knife over to ProTech to get a new blade. So there will be 2 giveaways this month. The ProTech PT and then the Tucson TS226. So as soon as that ProTech comes in, since that was the last month's giveaway, I got to give away that one first. So
it's not gonna happen. It won't show up in the thing. As far as I don't think it'll show up till it's actually loaded after it's done being live. I can't edit on here. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? You just go like this.
Edit the thing from here.
What are you talking about? Then you just type it in.
Oh, you just want me to type in stuff in the comments?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought we were doing the description.
No, because we can't do that. I said we can't do that. Remember? Yeah, I said that. So who's all here? We're just now getting to see our screen.
No.
We are going to write down 10 things for you in the comments with you guys. We're gonna write down 10 things for you guys to talk about, so you guys can choose whichever topic you want to talk about when you call in. We're gonna reveal the number in just a little bit, and then pick someone.
911.
Well, don't dial that. We'll pick somebody to call in. When you call in, you pick one of those topics to talk about. One of them is a random, so if there's a specific question you want to talk about or something you specifically want to talk about, you can. Nate Dogg in the house. What's up, Natalie? That's my cousin.
There's always one Neve in the lab.
Always. I'm sure Breeze will be here anytime.
You guys are so naive to how many Neves lived in this world. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What was I gonna say? How long has it been? Has it been over a minute yet? I can't see the time.
Yeah, it's 7:31. I also think it's hilarious that Danny comes in with the "I'm late" right at 7:30. Like his comment literally is 7:30 p.m. and he's like, "I'm late."
Always late. What's up, Penny? Lindy Lou.
Lindy Lou.
So, like I said, we got the phone number ready. We got a Wi-Fi number ready. You guys are going to be able to call in here shortly. 10 different categories of topics. You guys can pick one. 5 knife-related topics, 5 non-related topics. It's up to you guys to pick. 1 random. So the random is just whatever you want to talk about.
It's kind of like kind of what we already do in a way, except for like you get to personally call in. So like one person kind of gets that spotlight, if you want to say it that way for a second. So it's going to be kind of fun. Don't get us demonetized when you call in, please.
I think we do that enough ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, you can swear, so it's whatever. Just don't say creepy stuff or anything. Or we will hang up.
Well,
Best believe it.
I mean, it depends. I think it depends. I think we might get a pretty good laugh out of it, so I'm not hating.
Did I get a haircut? No, Jared did though. This is just my after I took a shower, just kind of, it's just chilling, you know. But no, I didn't get a haircut.
Chilling like the villain.
Broke
there is
foot?
a couple things I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna wait a few minutes though.
Broke foot. Garrickor EDC broke foot here.
Oh, Garrickor.
I can't tell if that's his Native American name or
he broke his foot, I guess.
It sounds like a native broke foot.
I think he had foot surgery.
Let's talk about air conditioning.
Air conditioning
Are you talking
is
about
very
like
nice here.
air conditioning like in a house or like conditioning air to do what you want?
No, he's talking about how nice it is in here.
I think he's talking about like conditioning the air to do what you want it to do, like tricking it and conditioning it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about.
You got a
Did I miss a hair?
Yeah.
Garrickor, how is your foot doing? Full of
titanium now. You know what? Nice. Me too. I have titanium in my teeth, and when they told me that they were doing that, I was like, I started talking about anodizing titanium, and the surgeon thought that I said I was allergic to titanium, and this was after they were done, and his face,
Yeah.
he was like, what? And I was like, what? And he's like, you are? Like, and he started freaking out. I was like, what? And he was like, you're allergic. And I was like, no. I said, I anodize. I was like, it's how you color it.
Yeah, he got, I seen, he
I
showed the
conditioned my air through
x-ray.
a pipe.
He's got, screws in his foot. That,
Oh, man.
must feel pretty good. Now you're like a part RoboCop.
Did you get the Tucson back yet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, bang, right there.
Bang.
Thank you. Still,
Bang.
but you know, I was noticing something. It's missing some scratches. So it seems you didn't
Missing?
use it.
Ooh, called out.
Called out for not using the knife. New to the channel, love it so far, man. Awesome, Jordan. That's really cool. You know, we were gonna ask that later on. How many people here were new, or is this their first live? We'll wait for a little while to ask that. What are you doing?
Just don't worry. It's all good.
So 19 people here. Stacy Bolster Blaze, evening all. Evening back to you. Okay, so, man, I told you guys. I hate to bring this up right now on a live. I know you guys probably don't want to talk about this, but we're talking about it because
Ow!
I fucking told you guys. Everybody wanted to argue with me and fight with me and blah, blah, blah. And I told them, listen, man, I'll show you where to get some information. Blah, blah, blah. The CDC just came out and said 94% of all the people, and I'm not, listen, wait.
God.
I got to discredit this really quick. I'm not taking away from anybody who's lost somebody, or if anybody's passed away from their family, or anything like that. I'm not taking that away from you. But the CDC, this is what they said, not me. This is what they said. Well, actually, I did say it before, but the CDC's finally admitting it.
Boom!
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. My spell is messed up.
94% of all the people that have passed away had two or more. Most of them had two or more significant conditions that added to their death. So they all had bad problems. So only 6% of all the people, that's less than 10,000 people that have died from COVID, only died purely of COVID. That's less than 10,000 people that have died just from COVID. Now, like I think 50-something% of those deaths, of the 94%, were in a nursing home. So think about that, guys. I mean, really think about it. Come on now. I mean, and I said all this, that this was the information I was coming up with when I was like listening to those doctors that were being like shut up and everything, and like they were being taken down, and yeah, scare tactics. But yeah, and now the same information like that I was saying before, that the doctors that work in the field with the stuff were saying, the CDC is now saying. How was I saying that same stuff?
You were fortune teller.
Come on. Think about it. And I
got a
tried to
little
tell
crystal
everybody,
ball.
like, it's really easy. You can look up the information, but people want to listen to the fucking news and shit. Everybody's running around scared as shit when, I mean, like, if you have a significant problem, then obviously you should take care of yourself. You should do that anyways, regardless. But basically, they're showing that it's not. I'm not. This really pisses people off when you hear them say that it's no more dangerous than the flu. But I'm not saying it's not more dangerous than the flu or anything like that. I'm saying what the numbers say. Anyways, I just had to do the "I told you so" to you guys because.
What was that? What do you mean? What they do?
I don't know.
They didn't say anything.
No. That, remember, like when I did that thing and. It had nothing to do with that. It was just about the mask, but everybody wanted to fight and argue, and like we're death threats. We got death threats. No, I'm just joking. We didn't get any death threats, but it was funny as shit though.
I don't think that
it's a flu that comes around every year. Damn right.
I don't think that anyone really got like that on that thing though. They were just talking about
we are locked
the
down.
obnoxiousness of it.
We are locked down for over 9,000 total deaths in the U.S. It's a total hoax. I agree with you. Think about that. We are locked down. And people are running around with masks that are perfectly healthy, that have basically nothing to worry about. They had nothing, like, they have just as much to worry about as they did before. Like, really, in all reality. Now, the people in the nursing homes, when they get sick from pneumonia, flu, anything like that, they have a significant chance of dying. Either way. So those same people, and I'm not, like I said, I hate when people like take me out of context. I'm not taking it away. Like if you have a family member that died of it, like that's very sad, and my heart goes out to you.
Yeah, I just know someone
But
that
I'm
died.
talking about right. But I'm talking about the businesses and the workplaces that are shut down, and like how I've been out of work, and lots of people, the whole country's been out of work because of fear. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's kind of one of those things where people suffer in different ways. Some people suffer from the virus itself. Other people are suffering because of what we have to do over this virus.
Right.
And
Right.
you know, it's just one of those things of where
What's up, 25
where
tonight?
do you draw the line? And
Garrett Core EDC, yes. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi was stopping all the hair salons from being open, right? You couldn't go to the hair salon. Couldn't go to the hair salon. But guess who went to the hair salon? Nancy Pelosi. Somebody leaked a video of her going and getting her hair done. Yet you can't. You're not allowed to go get your hair done. Same thing happened in Chicago with Lightfoot, our mayor. She was shutting down, saying they
She did
couldn't
the
be
same
open,
thing.
and then she went and got her hair done. Well, then when she got caught up for it, her excuse was, "Well, I'm what'd she say? She said something like that. She's an important person in the community or something like that." What? That's your excuse? So I ain't buying this bullshit no more. I'm really not.
I'm just tired of it. I don't even like hearing about it anymore, to be honest.
Record teen suicides, and damn, I did not know that.
Hola, Russ. Oh my God,
Oh,
look
I
at
did
these
not.
two motherfuckers coming in at the same time.
Always, they always come in at the same time.
Look
Pay
at
attention,
that.
you got new followers. Awesome. How many of you are new here? How many of you is this the first time you guys have been here? I think we've seen one.
That is too funny that that's because they're hanging out. Obviously, they're probably at their family reunion.
Thank you
finally.
again, Stacy, for your donation. That's very awesome
I know.
of you.
She gave
We
us a black
appreciate it.
cat, and I'm not sure if that's going to be bad luck now, though.
Oh,
What the hell, Stacy? Why are
something's
you
up with
sending us
that.
bad luck for?
I just-
Giving us the black cat. Why are you going so far back?
Okay, so when are you gonna type this in? Do you want to just type it in so they can think about it, or do you want to let more people come in? Let's let everybody come in.
It's a representation of my cat, Sabbath. That is a dope cat name. That is
What was
Sabbath.
it? Sabbath.
Like
Oh,
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
That is. Hello, Aiden. Your first time watching. Hello,
That's-
hello, hello.
What's up, Aiden?
Is Lavender Pants here? Everyone is saying Pants, and I don't see him. Where are you? Oh, he changed his logo, some bitch.
Yeah, you didn't notice that?
No, I didn't. I couldn't find him. I was looking for the pair of
I've
pants.
been talking to him in the
I
on
didn't see
Instagram.
it. I didn't see it. And you know
What's
what?
up, pants?
I'm kind of upset.
So I just want
I
to know.
liked the little pants. It was my signifier. Now I've got to get used to this swirly thing.
So the way we're gonna do the call-ins on the
Dude,
burner
Russ is a
phone,
logo king. He's giving everyone dope logos. Actually, let me look at that.
what we're gonna do is we are going to just ask who wants to call in. First person that says me,
Give me the thing.
we're gonna give the number to. We're just gonna give the number to all you guys, and then the first person says me. That'd be the first person. We're gonna let like five,
Yeah, but what if
five
somebody
or
else
so
just
people
calls
call
and
in.
we answer? How are we gonna know? Maybe
These
we-
guys are gonna be cool, and we don't. I don't think it has call waiting, so it doesn't matter.
No, I mean like if we say go ahead, the person says go ahead and call, and we say go ahead, and then what if somebody else does and we pick them up? Like how are we gonna know? Maybe we should just take the first call that comes in. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Well,
as
no,
saying
because we
me.
don't want other people trying to call while we're on the phone with them.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like.
I know what you're trying to say. I think they're gonna be appropriate in the first
Are
person.
you guys gonna be appropriate?
And if not, then I guess we're taking the fucking first caller, but just don't do that shit. We're gonna pick the first person that says me. I'd like to call in, and then they can call, and we'll talk to them for a few minutes. I think we're gonna have like a bit of a timer, like I don't know, a few minutes. But we have 10 things
I have
for the
this
new
timer.
people. For the new people that just came in, that's gonna be too fast.
We can flip it twice. Let's see.
We don't need that. We don't need
Let's see
that.
how-
Let's just no.
I
I don't
have-
want. I don't want to leave
Wait,
people
wait,
like
wait,
that.
wait,
No,
wait,
I
wait.
don't want to do that. I don't do that.
I have.
I don't
these.
want to do that because
One, two,
people
three.
hurry and shit, and they don't even get to say what they want to say. What we have is we have 10 things that you guys can talk about, and then a random. So the random is just whatever you want to talk about. There's 5 things about knives, and then 5 things that are just like personal things about yourself. And then the random one is if you guys actually have something you want to talk about or ask, feel free. But the other things make it to where there's no dead space. You don't have to think about what you want to talk about, and you can think about it before you call in. So you can look at these. She's writing them down right now. You guys can think about like, oh yeah, I'd like to talk about that, or maybe you're like, fuck all those things. I want to talk about something else. Then you pick the random. And I think it'll be a fun conversation. Hopefully, it all comes out good. We did a practice run, me and her, earlier on the Wi-Fi. It seemed like it was all right. I used to use the Wi-Fi numbers, and I didn't really have a problem with it. We are in a basement, though, so hopefully... We have good Wi-Fi, though, so hopefully it works out.
Autocorrect.
I can do random.
It won't let me type longer than...
You can definitely call in.
Okay, alright. Here is... I'm going to send the knife topics first.
What's up, Kiefer?
Hey, don't interrupt.
Richie B.
This is my time to shine for a moment. Alright, I'm going to send you guys it's a voice call. I'm going to send you guys the knife-related topics first that you can kind of choose from. Obviously, like we said, you can talk whatever you want, but this is just some stuff.
Why don't you put them all
I can't. There's a certain number of characters.
I see. Okay, so this is the knife-related stuff first.
And then I'm going to send it won't let me hit enter, so I had to do little dots.
Okay, now we're going to put up the personal stuff next.
So if you want to see it, you're going to just kind of have to scroll back. But
and also, in between calls, I'm going to tell a couple of these things, too, like just to, I think I got, you can, too. I got a funny / scary story. I got a pet story. I got a road trip story, and then also the knife stuff I can spit out pretty quickly. We have a long time, so we usually do about an hour and a half, so sometimes 2 hours. But, so we got more than enough time to hear my opinion on things and stories.
All right, here's
stuff.
the non-knife-y stuff.
Okay, so we got the knife stuff is favorite knife to use, favorite design at the moment, or favorite designer at the moment. That's what it was supposed to be, was designer.
Sorry.
I'm just fucking you too.
Your R is little.
What knife collab would you like to see? Which I think is a cool one. What is your style of knife? Best budget knife of the year, or just best knife of the year. And then for the personal stuff, scary or funny story, pet or animal story, other hobbies that you have, like you can talk about, or vacation or a road trip story. I got one of those. And then random. So whatever you want to talk, if you want to ask a question, or if there's something specific you want to talk about, we can do that.
Well, all right. That's what I love about them high school girls.
Hopefully this is going to be a fun one, guys.
I get older, and they stay the same age as they do. Yeah, 2 hours would be nice.
I'm thinking it might have to be with the call-ins.
Yeah, because you guys aren't going to shut the fuck up.
But remember, we're not going to just ramble and ramble and ramble. We're going to get the thoughts over, have a conversation, hang up. Hey, Blade Brigade! What's up, Alex?
New York, the entire state of New York has entered the chat, you guys.
Damn right. Hell yeah.
Statue of Liberty
That's what I'm talking about. So, Blade Brigade, you just came in. We are doing burner phone call-ins. We have a Wi-Fi number. We're going to allow people to call in here shortly. We have 10 different things you could talk about, or a random thing.
Or you could just
ramble on. If you look at our 2 comments, the last one was the personal stuff. There's 5 different things you can talk about. And then if you look above that, there's 5 different knife topics you can talk about. Or just a random thing if you want to talk about whatever.
Everyone's talking about the haircuts tonight. I don't even have a haircut, but everyone's noticing yours.
Bam. Guess who did it?
As well.
Guess who did this bad motherfucking haircut?
You did so good on your neck.
Yours truly.
I didn't even have to do your neck. It literally is perfect. You know that? You did a really, really good job. Really good job.
Faded that shit.
I didn't even have to do it normally.
I've been cutting my hair for so long.
Yeah, Douglas did do it. He's lying. Look at him. Oh. Okay. When are we doing this shit?
Alright. Let's, okay, how about this? I got an idea. I'm going to tell one story. You can think of a story if you want to. So, I'm going to say, I'm going to say the scary / funny story first, and then if you want to think of a story to tell, you can. If you don't want to,
what, they're not calling right now?
They're going to call right after that. Okay. And plus, it'll let other people come in. So, I was in Missouri on a vacation. I guess this kind of takes up some of the vacation, but I had a different road trip story. Anyway, so I'm in Missouri, and I've been, rock climbing and stuff. And I saw this big ass rock wall on the side of the road. So me and my friends, we pull over so that I can rock climb it. Well, the problem is,
Because that's natural to do.
right. So the problem is that it's like tampered rock, and what I mean is that it's been dug into by machines for the road to get built through. Well, I was young, you know, and stupid, so I started climbing it, and it's pretty high. Like, it's really fucking high, and I get about 3/4 of the way up, and everything starts crumbling around me. I mean, fucking everything. Everything I grab is just collapsing, and rocks are coming down, and it's getting scary because I'm so high I can't come down. Because if you know anything about rock climbing, you can't climb down. You can climb up, but you can't climb down.
Drop down. But
And I can't drop down because
Yeah.
I'll die. Like, it's that high. And so I get up a little bit higher, and I'm at the top now. I'm at the top, but there's nothing for me to grab to get over the top. And it's getting fucking scary because, and I'm thinking in my head, like, man, I'm gonna have a helicopter come. How embarrassing is this? Like, all this shit. And then it's like, how long can I hang on for? And then, like, I knew, like, man, I'm gonna die if I fall. And my feet are, like, crumbling, too. The stuff's coming out from underneath my feet, too. Like, the whole thing is just falling apart. And I did, like, a leap for life. Like, I just jumped, and I, like, took my fingers wound bleeding from this, and just gripped them into the, because I'm, like, right at the top. So the top's, like, right there, you know. And I leaped, and I got my hand right in there, and it, like, grabbed grass. There was grass up there, and I just squeezed it for the life of me, like all the way down to the roots. And then I pulled myself up, and I felt like King Kong when I got up there. Like,
Yeah,
I even
but-
did the big, like, I was so excited because, like, I almost died. Like, I almost died. So I was really excited to not be dead. But it definitely taught me not to rock climb tampered rock that's been dug through. Make sure you climb rocks that have been sitting there for a long time, like millions of years rocks. Those rocks are safe to climb, and I've done lots of those, but I was young and dumb. So that is my scary / dumb funny story. Would I do it again? Not that one. That one, I mean, I don't regret doing it, but, like, if I was there again, you were like, climb that motherfucker again, and I'm not. Because,
that kind of
and the
rock.
reason why is because I don't think I could replicate it again. It was like that, like, seriously, like, everything, it was that, I don't get my heart pumping like that very often, and my heart was fucking pumping. I thought, like, literally, like, they were gonna have to get a fire truck there with a ladder or a helicopter or something.
Wait, Natalie said Kara, not digging the haircut. Are you talking about Jared's haircut?
Yeah, she's talking about my haircut. And I did it. Thank you very much. And
I didn't get a
it was
haircut.
damn good. What's up, Linda? Didn't see that.
Okay, are we gonna do this?
So, okay, who wants to call in first?
Who wants to do it?
Jill. I don't know what that. Jared looking fly as fuck. Damn right. Y'all are some pussy ass.
I'll go.
All right, Hawaii knife and gear.
Ladies.
Awesome. I love it.
Okay, alright, you guys, I'm gonna send the number. Please be polite and let Hawaii be the one to call. We're doing
Remember,
it.
you guys got plenty of time.
Don't be savages. Girl,
Here it
you know
comes.
already. I like this number.
Pick your topic too. Make sure you pick your topic.
This is such a good
or
number.
random. I don't give a shit.
224-408-4081.
The topics kind of give you something if you want to talk
You
about it.
interrupted my damn jingle.
I'm sorry. Jingle again.
Don't.
Jingle again.
224-408-4081. Let's have some fun. I know, it's such a good number. That's what I thought. Boop, boop,
See me
boop,
grab my-
boop, boop. Why is this
I
still
had to
up?
adjust. Shit. What brand of thumb studs did you reference this year?
Oh, here we go, guys.
I'll answer that in a second, Brian.
Oh, I think you meant the phone. All right,
All right,
here we go.
ready, set, here we go. What's up, bud?
We got to get that on speaker.
So, what's going on, guys?
We
Not
are
much.
live. We need to hold this close to the
I think they can
thingy.
hear it.
Can you? Yeah, first let's just get some feedback on the audio.
All right, give us a what's up, Hawaii.
What's up, guys? So, yeah, I turned my video off, so there's no, like, feedback on my end, but I can hear you fine.
Okay,
Cool,
perfect.
cool.
Yeah, we were wondering about that because you'd be able to hear us both on the computer and on the phone.
Yeah,
That would be
no, that
weird.
that doesn't work from what I understand.
Yeah, right.
All right, everyone, I'm getting some good feedback on the sound, so I think we're good to go.
Okay, did you see all the
right.
topics?
So, I did, and I actually have kind of a funny, scary story.
I love
and
it.
It's not exactly a road trip, but it's a car story, but it was kind of funny and scary at the same
Okay.
time. So, I don't know who else knows this, but I grew up in Pennsylvania. And if you know anything about Pennsylvania, the roads there are shit. And
Right.
they are windy little farm roads everywhere.
Right.
So I was probably 20 years old, and I'm cruising with my girlfriend at the time in my convertible. I had a Oldsmobile convertible. And we're coming around these, little windy Pennsylvania roads, and it's just starting to get dark. And well, if you know anything about Pennsylvania, there's an overpopulation of deer. So it's always on your mind. Like, am I going to hit a deer?
I was going to tell a story just like this. Keep going.
Deer. So I pop up over a hill, and, I'm cruising, and as I come up over this hill, there's a deer standing in my lane, staring at me. And I had just enough time to lock up the brakes and skid to a stop directly next to this deer, but in the oncoming lane. And there was nobody else coming, and my heart was pounding because I almost plastered this thing. And I turned to look at it, and it's standing directly next to the car, like looking at it. And in the time it took me to catch my breath and look over at my girlfriend and say, what the?
Right.
Some car popped up over the hill behind us, and because I was in the oncoming lane, he had nowhere to go, and he plastered this deer.
Wow.
With my car.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Ever.
What?
Crunching metal and dead deer. This thing flew like 25 feet.
Damn. Man, I was gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
But I didn't know what else to do, so I took off.
Goodbye.
This guy starts following me.
What?
Like, yo, dude, I didn't wreck. What the fuck?
Right, this is on you, dog.
Acting like he was a
like
part of
5
it.
miles. Like, I guess he was pissed that I was in the lane or what. I don't know.
Right. Like you sicked the deer on him or something.
Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly.
How you were telling that story about the deers, I was going through North Carolina, and the deers they were lined up on the road. Like they were about to commit suicide. It was crazy. I don't think I could say that word without being demonetized. But anyways, so they're lined up on the side of the road. So I'm going mega slow because, there's so many, there's hundreds. Like, I've never seen so many deers in my life. And it's nighttime. And then all of a sudden, because some of them are running across, one runs across, and I barely miss it. And I look in my rear view, and the semi behind me hits it. That thing goes flying up in the air, spinning, and then lands in the guardrail. They had this big guardrail thing, and it stuck. It was crazy.
I've never hit any animal in my life, ever. Not one. I've probably ran over some ants, but that's it.
That's good. That's good. Hey, so one more story.
Yep.
When I moved from Pennsylvania, before I came out to Hawaii.
How old were you when you moved?
I left Pennsylvania at 24 and moved to San Diego.
Okay.
So this was like the first month I was living in San Diego, and I just bought a car. Bought this little IS300, which at the time was, a sporty little car.
Right.
And I lived up in the mountains up in North County, San Diego, which is all mountains and avocado farms. And, so I'm used to windy back roads, no big deal. And I'm cruising in this Lexus, man. This thing just hugged the road like it was on rails.
Right.
And as I'm coming around a curve, I guess the paranoia from spending so many years driving in Pennsylvania and always worried about something jumping out on the side of the road. I come around a turn up in the mountains of California, and a big, like an orange or a grapefruit or something, falls off the tree and bounces on the side of the road. And my split-second reaction, I almost wrecked the car trying to swerve out of the way of a freaking orange.
You jumped.
Oh my god.
You overreacted.
That reaction, like, oh, something's coming from the side of the road.
Right.
Instantly.
You were so
So
used to it.
I almost wrecked over an arm. Yeah, and then it took me a while to shake that driving out there and remember there's nothing big enough to kill you out here.
Yeah, I bet.
Nothing's going to jump out that isn't bigger than your tire, you know?
Right, it's funny you say
yeah,
that. My buddy from Missouri was the exact same way because every time he got into an accident with the deer always hit him. So like he'd be driving and the deer would just come running and hit the side of his car. So he got that reflex where every time something went off the side of his vision, like he would jump and go to swerve. And it's like, you know, it would be nothing, like, you know, a cat or something, you know, like not even nothing.
A cat is not nothing.
But I mean, like, not like something life-threatening, like something that's just like in the yard or something.
Smaller than your tire.
Right, something you don't swerve over.
Oh my god.
You know? Shit. So when did you move to Hawaii?
I came out here in 2008, so I spent 4 years in California. I've been out here since '08.
Damn. And you were born and raised in Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Nice.
I have driven
Yeah,
through
yeah.
Pennsylvania before, so I know exactly what you're talking about with the way the roads are. It's also, it gets even worse when you keep going and hit Connecticut. Connecticut has that same thing, except for it's a bit more hilly, and they have these awful little roads where, and I'm sure they're in Pennsylvania too, but they have these awful little roads where it'll be like a tunnel, and you have to, it's only 1 lane wide, so you have to alternate in each car, but like you can't see if there's another car on the other side. And it's just, it was this one particular road, I don't think it was far from like Danbury, Connecticut, and it literally, I remember I was a kid, and I remember seeing the wall, which was black from scrapes.
From people scraping,
from people going, then there being another car, and it's only 1 lane wide, and so they would scrape the side. But crazy.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't miss Pennsylvania roads at all. And one more story. This wasn't me, but a buddy of mine. Same thing, cruising on the back roads, and he pops up over a hill. He's on his motorcycle. He had like a little sport bike. Pops up over a hill and rear ends a horse and buggy.
Oh my god!
I don't mean to laugh, but I am
Well,
laughing.
you know, they move so slow, and when you come up over a hill, he had no time to stop. So
Right.
He blasters the back end of this horse and buggy. And the one thing you might not realize about the Amish is that they like to be left alone. They
Right.
keep themselves.
Right.
But they also roll with mad cash on them. So
Damn.
they get out to see if he's all right. And instead of like anything else, they start pulling out wads of cash and like, what can we do to make this right? What can we do to make this go away?
Damn.
No insurance company, no call, and like paid him like $4,000 on the spot for his bike.
Did he take it?
So
Of course he took it. Of course he took
Wait,
it.
hold on. I want to make sure I'm understanding.
Joke.
He hit them,
Right.
and then they paid him
yeah.
$4,000.
Yeah, because they just don't want him to call the cops.
No. They don't want any publicity.
I guess
They don't
that
want
kind of
any
makes sense
attention
because
at all.
they don't want the
They
insurance
just
or.
want it to go away, leave us alone.
Yeah,
Nothing
right.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
gosh.
never knew that about the Amish. I know they're more quiet
I
and
didn't
they
know
don't
about
like
the cash though.
they don't like to deal with outside sources and stuff like that. They do everything in house, just like when they deal with stuff, like they do everything in house. So it makes sense, but I didn't know that they did it like that.
Oh my god.
But it makes sense though.
He made out alright in that deal, actually.
I bet he did. I would have took. I mean, I guess depending on what you're driving, but definitely probably would have took it. All right, Hawaii. You got anything else you want to talk
Well,
about?
hold on. I have one thing.
Oh man, I'll let you guys go so some other people can get in, but this was definitely fun. You
Yeah.
guys should keep us up.
We're gonna do this again. I appreciate you calling in, but thank you for being the first caller.
All right, guys. Thank
All
you,
right,
Hawaii.
guys, not gonna watch the rest of the feed.
You have a good one.
All right, guys.
Later.
Bye.
That was an awesome conversation with
That was
Hawaii Knife and Gear. If you guys don't know about Hawaii Knife and Gear, he has a YouTube channel, and it's really awesome. He's in Hawaii, obviously, so please go subscribe to him.
I noticed a couple things in the chat slightly late. While we're on calls, you guys, if you want to ask the person any questions or anything, I see Ian said something about Hawaii. I apologize, I did not notice that. until it was too late. But you know, if you guys have anything you want to interject, that's totally fine, and we can ask what. I was just gonna say.
Lemon said, "Start targeting the Amish."
I legit was just gonna say we probably started a bunch of buggy robberies now.
Yeah, we just.
That was my first thought when he said that. I'm like, bunch of casts.
Someone's definitely got an idea.
I mean, I know how to do it in Red Dead Redemption. I rob buggies all the time, so I mean, I just gotta do it in real life.
Right.
It should be easy enough, right? If you can do it in a game.
Wait, I'm in love with the Blue Artisan Mastiff S35 Titanium frame. You know, the Mastiff is a pretty cool knife.
Wait, on drop?
Stacey.
Why is it on drop?
They sell they sell other knives. Amish Mafia is no joke, though. Yeah, I bet they're not. Because since they deal with everything in-house, they got the guys that don't do things by the Bible, sort of say. And they do things, you know, less traditional.
Stacey's like, I got lots of...
Driving down Sheridan Road one time. Nope, it's not. Everything's going.
Is it going? Are we back? I think we're back. Are we back?
It says buffering. They keep saying buffering.
Do, 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 do.
How are we, guys? Are we guys still buffering?
We good.
Are we?
We good.
Okay, so, anyway, so I'm driving down Sheridan Road, and it looks like there's two guys crossing the road ahead of me. And I just keep driving nonchalant because the people are always crossing Sheridan Road. And as I keep driving, they're not getting out of the middle of the road. And it's late. There's cars on the other side. So there's traffic coming towards me. And then as I'm looking, like, I realize it's not people crossing head at me. I mean, as fast as they can. Having traffic. Damn it! So I might have to pop this off and shut off or turn on my airplane mode.
Can't you just
okay? So I did stop talking. Anyway, so I'm driving and then I'm getting closer and I realize it's the deers, but I can't go nowhere, so I have to go right at them. So right before I smash into one, I swerve and then I swerve and I slide a little bit. One leaps in the air, so it literally clears, like, it's kind of weird. He, like, cleared the back of my car, while the other one, I literally went like this underneath his chin with my hood. It was so clean. I got out of it. One of the deers fell and busted their ass after jumping over my car, like, as I slid, but I missed them both, and that was insane to play chicken with two deer down both you know, like, lanes, because both lanes that I could have went in, they were running down.
I feel
it's crazy.
So left out. I don't have a deer story.
I feel like I should turn this off really quick and turn on my airplane mode because we keep buffering.
Again?
Well, I don't know.
It
We
happened
just did
twice,
a second ago.
but I mean, sometimes stuff happens. I mean.
What's up, Breeze?
The funny thing
Natalie,'s
is,
in the house too. You got something coming your way tomorrow.
the funny thing about our Wi-Fi is we actually have incredibly good Wi-Fi. Like 2 routers, 2 modems, like a bunch good shit. But it sometimes I think it's just the basement. Basement thing.
For anybody just coming in, if you scroll up to and follow the comments all the way up, you will see it's so far away now. Above Blade Brigade's $10 donation, we have one list of things you can talk about, and then right above that, we have another list. There's 10 different topics you can talk about, and you guys are going to be able to call in. Does somebody else want to call in? What's up, Professor EDC? We're taking some call-ins, and we have topics that you guys can talk about. I could do name. I could, or you can just do random and talk whatever you want. So we have 5 topics that are just like personal topics. Like I got.
Ooh, good one, Ian. We'll do that.
What's that?
Pocket check for the call-ins.
Okay, pocket check for the call-ins. That's a good idea. So we got favorite knife to use, favorite designer at the moment, what knife collab would you like to see, what's your style of knife, and then best budget knife of the year or just knife of the year. And then 5 things that are personal, a scary or funny story, a pet or animal story. Breeze! What's up, bud?
Breeze with the $10.
Oh, you got it today? Oh, that's awesome. One's supposed to come till tomorrow.
All right.
That's awesome. I hope you like it.
For those of you that don't know, Breeze is Jared's cousin, and we sent him a knife because he didn't really have anything badass, so we had to hook him up.
I got 2 cousins in this chat today.
Jared has 47 cousins, probably.
So, scary or funny story, pet or animal story, what are one of your other hobbies, and a vacation or a road trip story, or a random, if you guys want to ask us a question, or just randomly talk about something, you can.
Lavender Pants says, let's play Name That Knife based on the acoustic.
You got it. I mean, come on. Come on.
Oh, thank you, Professor EDC. Jared, why don't you read that out loud?
What? Okay, Kara, just want to say I respect very much what you said about the Sabenza. You got a good point. Oh, Professor. Oh. Man.
I do. It's a good point. Anyone
She
who
does
says
got
it's
some
not,
good points, and I think I had some good
I know.
points. Mine were probably a little bit better. But
I know, but
this is a damn good knife.
guys,
I like it.
who's calling in? Why are you guys all scared?
Yeah, you guys are scared
Don't
to
be
call
scared.
in?
Don't
Who's
be scared.
calling in next? We got the burner phone. We can drop the phone number. Drop the phone number again. Just
Okay,
in case.
while we're waiting,
We're-
Lavender Pants, what I said about the Sabenza was, for one, I
Fine.
freaking hate the chalky texture on the one we have. But what I said is that I think I was just a little bit disappointed by it because I think the hype makes you think you're gonna get, I don't even know what it makes you think you're gonna get, but then when you get it, it's kind of not that.
All right, seems Logical's going to call in next, he said.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I did say they're overpriced. I said the thumb stud, I don't like the thumb stud.
You didn't
but
ask what you said. And
I was answering somebody else. Somebody else said they're overpriced, and I said, yeah, I agree,
are.
they're overpriced.
They are.
I said that in my review.
But no, I've said a couple things before. It's just
Where's
not
the phone? Oh,
right here.
All right, seems logical. You can call
Yeah,
in
call in
whenever
whenever.
you're ready.
Yeah, it just kind of disappointed me, and the action, it's cool and everything,
Lake
but it's
Brigade
not
had
what I
a
thought.
bad day. You had a bad day, huh? Well, that sucks, man. I hate that for you. I wish you had a good day.
You don't even have to have.
Love
this,
you back, Brian. Love you back.
You
Come
don't
on.
have to have a story to call in, you guys. We have plenty
Yeah,
of
you
things
can.
we
Whoa,
can ask
buffering.
you.
Buffering.
Blech.
All right. Sorry about the buffering. Get the land 910 and save $400. We actually had that in our thumbnail. We had it right here in the thumbnail. Here we
Oh,
go.
here we go.
What's up, bud?
Hello, you are live with Neeves Knives Live.
Caller, what's your question?
Oh, we should probably put it on speaker. We totally can't hear you. Hold on one second.
Hold on. This is our first time. There we go.
There
Now
we
we can hear
go.
you. What's up, bud?
Not much. How's that kookery treating you guys?
It's treating us very good. Very
It's
good.
so heavy. We keep it near us at all times in case of.
This weekend we're gonna film. We're gonna film some of the clips this weekend. I don't know if we'll get it all. We might get it all done in one weekend. But Kara's gonna be off this weekend, so we're gonna film some of the clips this
Yes.
weekend. We got a woods near us that we're planning
It got
on.
kind of messed up because I worked 4 weekends in a row and I'm supposed to have every other weekend off, and that didn't happen. So I finally have one off.
But this thing is pretty damn sweet. Here, let's show the people in the live. So what he's talking about is this bad mammoth jammer right here, and this is an authentic kukri.
I heard the
so it's
official
not
name is actually Mama Jamma. I did hear that.
bad mammoth jammer. That's it. That's the real name. So a lot of these you see like I don't know in magazines or on commercials. Those are wall ornaments. This is the real deal, and we are going to put it to use.
All right, seems logical. What you got to say? What you want to talk about? This is your call.
What were the questions again?
Okay, so we got favorite knife. Okay, do you want to do something personal? Or you want to do some knife stuff?
I'll do some nice stuff.
Okay, so we got what's your favorite knife to use? Favorite designer at the moment? What collab would you like to see? I think that one's kind of cool. What style of knife do you like? And best budget knife or knife of the year?
Probably favorite one to use.
Okay,
you
what's your
guys got
favorite
the one
knife
that
to
I
use?
use a lot. That kukri is what I get a lot of use out of. Because we just bought a house maybe like 4 or 5 years back,
Okay.
and like the backyard was like a fucking jungle,
Ooh.
and there was like bamboo all over the place. That's how it got all the nicks in the blade. I
Bamboo
tried
grows
cutting the
crazy
bamboo real
too.
sharp. Yeah, but I overswung a couple times because it's a little bit heavy and nicked a couple rocks with it.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
the bamboo's all gone.
I bet.
That's awesome. You know, I don't know if you heard that story I was telling about that Bowie knife, and when I had to keep a fire going to keep from freezing to death, and so I had to keep a fireplace going in the house, and I was chopping wood for I don't know probably a week or two straight, you know, every night, all night long, because you never have enough wood, and I mean if I let the fire go out, I'm literally gonna freeze to death. So I was chopping,
You
and
almost die so much.
I wound up chopping through the wood, and it got me on my finger. I showed the scar on camera. I mean, it split my finger wide open. And I remember it was the day before Thanksgiving, too. But man, it messed me up. I think I super glued it.
Okay, seems logical. I am just gonna ask you a question because I really want to know your answer to what knife collab you'd like to see. Like between like either a designer and a company or two companies, something like that. I'd be really interested to know what you think.
I kind of want to see what Sinkovich would do if he had like some of the people at Lee behind him. 'Cause pretty much
Oh,
anybody
that's a
that
good
he
one.
works with, they're gold.
Yeah.
And then ZT's kind of not that they're bad, but they kind of like fell off from like where they originated with.
But
they
you-
had like all those built up,
Definitely.
like built like a tank knife, and then they went small.
But I feel
I
like
guess
people
they're
were
going back to
asking
it.
for that at the time. Do you think that, like, let me ask you this. So, you know how they used to build the tank knives, then they went to like EDC size. But weren't people from the community basically begging them, like, oh, do some more EDC size knives? Your knives are too big. Then they did that. And then it seemed like everybody started bitching and saying, "Oh, where's all your big knives?" Maybe they shouldn't have went all EDC and they should have did like just a nice
Correct.
like
That's
half
what
and
I
half.
think they should have dabbled and tested the waters a little bit and been
Yeah.
like, well, we want to stick to what we were famous for, and then we'll test this out, and then like if it goes good, then we can jump in. Like, tip your toes into the water first, kind of idea.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about their EDC knives though? Like just the regular size knives.
They're okay, but I mean, I can usually find better. Like watching you guys, like
Yeah.
some of those Tucsons, I'm just
Right.
really impressed by.
That's-
Those weren't even on my radar until I started watching you guys.
So true, so true. That is a thing too when you get into that I don't know what you'd call it, like that category of knives, like there are so many knives out there for that price.
so I want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that ZT isn't really an EDC knife company, in my opinion. I just don't think that's what they do well. I think sometimes people need to just stick to what they do well. That way, if you're looking for a tank knife, you go to ZT. You know
Right.
where to go, right? Like, and they
Built
can
like
do
a
it,
tank.
and they can do it well. Maybe have one knife every line, like more 0450-ish. That's cool. But something like like doing Sinkovich with like you said, that's a great idea because is a company that's kind of good at multiple things.
Everything.
And I think a lot of, I mean, tell me if you disagree, but wouldn't you say that a lot of designs have already that kind of Sinkovich flow?Maybe not that curve thing he always does, but just kind of the size and the nature.
The Persians that you guys aren't too much of a fan of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Okay. I don't like Persian blades, but like there's a lot of Sinkovich designs that have a curve implemented into them that I do like.
Yeah.
Like the Spyderco Drunken, for instance.
Right.
It still has that curve
Yep.
nature, but it's fat, and I love it.
You know, Terzola. You seen that review I just recently did on the Terzola knife? I'd like to
the
see.
Bob Terzola
Ye-
from Spirited Blades. right?
Yeah, I'd like to see Terzola go with ZT and do something with them. I don't think they have, at least nothing that I could think of, but I think that would be an awesome knife. I'd like to see just more Terzola designs out there, I guess.
Okay.
Has Terzola? I'm not too familiar with them, but has Terzola worked with like any of like the big brands?
Okay, so they worked with Drop. They did some with Drop. And then they did some
Okay.
with MKM. And then for the most part, it's mostly customs. I know there's some more out there, but
Not as many
not
productions.
as many. Do you know? Check this out. This is some controversy. and I learned this from somebody else. It's probably in the comments. I won't say their name, but you know that what's that new knife? Damn it, I can't even think. The Gareth Bull Shamwari. You know the Shamwari?
It's been a while since I saw it.
Okay, well they
But
just
yeah,
came
I
out with
know.
another knife that I think is making, and I don't think it's out yet, but it's supposed to be out
The
really soon.
Shamwee, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, all right, so they did that one. Well, then he did another one. He just dropped another one, and I think it's gonna be on drop. Yeah, it is on drop.
That
The
one.
yeah, the
Muira? Muira?
however you pronounce that.
Muira.
So just dropped that, and that's a Terzola design, but supposedly Terzola never gave the permission, yet they credit him saying that they got his permission. That's I mean,
So it's almost like this is inspired by, but not.
he said we
Yeah.
could, but not really. So, but I like Terzola designs. I think they're awesome. I love that drop point. He calls it a spear point. I look at it more of a drop point blade, but I love it. What's up, baby?
I have another question for Seems
Okay,
Logical
ask
here.
away.
All right, let me hit you with one more question here. So, if you, and I mean this is a question you've heard from us before, but it's nice to get to hear the answers just from one person and not focusing on the entire comment section. So if you were going to limit yourself to buy from one brand for a year, okay, no other brands, you know, whatever. If they have a budget spin-off, that counts as well. What brand would you personally pick?
I think the easy answer would be we.
Everyone always says that
because they have so much.
Tucson. I'll say Tucson.
Tucson.
Okay, there you
Tucson's
go.
a good one.
We would be like, you can't do anything wrong, but like Tucson, there's like a few that aren't great, but
Yeah.
finding like the really gems in the lineup,
Yeah.
I think that's part of the fun with knife collecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes finding the bad ones, sometimes finding the good ones.
But we has so many, it's almost like, and you almost can't go wrong with them because it seems like every knife they have is a really good one. And then Tucson, their new stuff is kind of like that, where they're all really good. It's just whether or not it's your preference.
Do you know what my one issue with Tucson is, though? Is that though a lot of their designs are awesome and great and they do have differences, I almost kind of feel like in a way I'm getting the same knife every time.
Really?
Well, just let me
I know.
let me explain. I know there's minute differences and nuances and things that are wonderful and unique about each one, but I just feel like it's like I'm gonna get a titanium knife, probably with some sort of carbon fiber accent, a hole in the blade, and possibly another deployment mechanism, but they all just have this same look, and it's a good fancy look, and it's a nice look, but it's a similar. I wish they'd branch out more. Now tell me if you agree with this. Seems logical. Do you think, because this is the difference here, so Tucson, would you agree that their design scheme, what they put out, is a bit more bland compared to where you get with Wii, more colors, more variants? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there was, Backpack D had a Tucson on his channel recently. I can't remember numbers. I can remember names. But,
Right.
it was like a carbon fiber bolster.
Yeah.
And then like a white G10.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That
Yeah.
handle was beautiful.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
yeah.
beautiful.
I wish more people would do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was unique too because you don't see that.
I
You
just
really
wish they
don't.
would branch out into that a little more. Like titanium and carbon fiber sells, and I think that's why they stick with it literally on like almost all of their designs. But branching out like that is
Yeah, Lindy
great.
just said it. It's the Bronx.
So check
Yeah.
this out. Yeah, the Bronx. Yeah, the Bronx. You know what? Check this out. I got a new one coming right now. That's a brand new one. It just hit the line, and I want it. It's super badass. I can't wait for it to get here. It's got kind of like a clip point Bowie blade, but where the tip goes down farther. But it's a front like it's got like this type of cutout. If you're looking at the screen, it's got this type of cutout right there, so
Yeah.
you can finger flick it like that. It kind of looks like this, except for it has carbon fiber, titanium bolsters, frame lock. It looks awesome. I can't wait till it gets here.
Seems logical. We have a question for you from 25 to Knife. He wants to know what, if any, is your grail knife?
See, my budget's not that big, so it might be a little low bowling for some people, but probably the wee deacon or the wee bishop.
That's a good
Probably
one.
the grail for me.
That is a damn good
love
one.
those. Okay, so then let me ask you though, put money aside, what's like your like dream grail? Like if you had the money, what would it be?
I don't know. I really don't look much further than that.
You don't do knife dreaming?
It was on Nick Shabazz's channel. It was probably a pena trapper.
Oh yeah. Wow, we have
Okay,
a
you
very
can't say- it's a Foster.
we
sorry.
have a very
Foster.
similar taste in knives. Seems logical because
Custom.
pena
So you like
is
the
one of
three
my
tips?
grails as well. Seriously, I love it.
Yeah, I like the Moolah and then the Pena. What is that other one? There's a bigger one that I really like, but I like the Moolah though. That's
They just have
a
a
really good
nice.
one.
They just have a nice flow. I like their knives.
Seems logical. We appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much.
Not a problem, guys. We're gonna do this again, right?
Oh, for
Oh,
sure,
yeah, this is
100%. I think this is going really
Going
good. So
so far.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Trapper and the Zulu and or Swayback. Lindy Lou said. I 100% agree.
Probably I think it was the trapper. That was the one that most impressed me. Like
Yeah.
the woodwork on it.
Right.
Just that looks so. I'm kind of a sucker for either carbon fiber or woodwork, especially like if they stain it really nice.
Yeah.
I really like that look.
Yeah, I seen one that had I forget which one it was. I think it was the Moolah, but it had titanium bolsters with micarta scales, and I think it was cross-cut micarta, but it was so beautiful. It was a larger size. Man, did it look badass! I wanted it so bad, but I know because it was a custom. I know those things. Those things are not cheap. That's why the React built ones are really cool. All right, bud. We're going to let somebody else call in. We appreciate you calling. Thank you.
Not a problem.
We'll do this again.
Good.
All right, bud.
Bye. All right,
That
guys.
went very well, man. That
Before-
went so good.
Okay, before we take another call, let's take a moment and we're gonna spend some time with the chat here. We don't want.
Yeah.
We
Let's
don't
chit-chat.
wanna, we don't want to neglect the chat.
What
so,
Pena am I thinking of that's large? That damn it, I'm just gonna have to look it up.
Okay, well while Jared's
I'm not
doing
gonna
that,
look it up.
I have
It's a big one. That's all it matters.
while Jared is not doing that, I have
Not doing that.
I have a question for the chat. Okay, so another hypothetical knifey question: if you guys had to stick with one lock style for a year, you can buy any brand you want, but it has to be that one lock style. What lock style would you choose?
Nothing against other stores, just couldn't relate.
What are we talking
I
about?
have no idea. I like when the con is knife focused. Okay, he likes when the conversation is knife focused.
Okay, let's see.
Why don't you
Lock
call
back.
in and let's talk about some damn knives?
Lock back. Access locks. I was wondering if anyone was going to pick access. I feel like it gets a little bit
I love access
constricted.
locks.
Well, your choices are a little constricted. I mean, there's lots of knockoff access locks now, so I guess actually
Yeah, like
maybe
the
not.
XR lock. and
You're
stuff
very
like that.
limited by picking compression lock. You're basically picking
Yeah,
spider
Spider Coat. That's all you got. Spider Coat.
Let's see, liner lock.
I would
Liner
pick
lock gives
frame.
you a great variety. Button lock. I love button locks, and I'd agree, but I'd also feel really
button.
limited.
There's a button right there. You know what? I would pick
Frame
frame
lock
lock
all the way.
because yeah, I would pick definitely a frame lock because there's so many. But I gotta say this though, an access lock would be awesome. I love access locks. I hate Omega springs, but I love access locks. If I was gonna make a knife with an access lock, I would totally redesign the damn spring. It would not have an Omega spring. It would have an actual spring, like kind of like the one that they did with the integral. I'm pretty sure Jared was thinking of the Rhino. Maybe. I don't think it was the Rhino, but that sounds, you know what? It's going to piss me off. Let's just do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
While he's looking that up,
I'm
I
just going to look
have
at the Rhino real quick.
one more question for you guys. It is not a knife question, but it is a pretty
No,
common
it wasn't
question.
The Rhino, but
Can you
the
think in your
Rhino's
head?
dope.
Are you able to do that?
That is a dope ass
No.
pen. You know what?
No, you're not.
What was I
said,
supposed
can
to?
you think in your head?
No.
Are you able to do
No, I
that?
talk in my
All right, one more question for you guys. Well, maybe not one more, but another question for you guys. Kind of a ballpark question. If you could have any pet in the world, exotic, dog, whatever it is, what pet would it be, and what would be the specific breed
It's a
of
custom.
that pet? Hey!
Yeah. Go ahead, keep talking.
What pet would you pick? And if you're picking that pet, what breed of the pet would it be? So if it's a dog, what breed? If it's a snake, what kind? All right, I want to know what you weirdos would pick if you could have any animal in the world, really, I guess. A Bengal tiger. Okay, Russ, yeah, that's probably going to be interesting. And we got a hyena, cat ragdoll. Ragdolls are literally the best cats. I think that's what, what's his name has? Why can't I think of his name? Cedric and Ada. A falcon. That would be so cool. I would love to have a falcon. A Malamute, great dog. They can get a little
It's a Kevin.
squirrely.
I'm sorry, bud.
Bud?
No, he was asking. I seen it. He said Foster in question mark. It's a Kevin Foster swordfish.
Big Sean said 2 wives, female, as pets.
He was So I'm talking about this swordfish right now. So I believe I'm not 100%. I gotta look more
So
up in the
thanks, Jared.
information that I got from
So many people are picking tigers.
from Spirited, but I believe who was it? He trained under, because you can see with the holes. Dang it!
Okay,
I
now
just
you
had
gotta
the
remember
knife.
something else.
No, I just had his knife. Now I can't think. It starts with an M.
Snow owl.
The Mayo. He learned under Tom Mayo, I believe. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure Tom Mayo taught him, Kevin Foster, if I'm correct on that. And that's why you see a lot of inspiration. It's an awesome knife.
Okay.
Awesome knife. Okay, so I want a question.
Wait,
I got a question.
I'm finishing reading their answers. Sorry. You were talking that whole time.
Yeah, see, Mayo. See, oh, fuck. Somebody answered it for me.
Yeah, Pete from Cedric Canada. Thank you. I think somebody said, I don't know, you didn't listen. You don't
I was
you
reading.
Don't get to know. Okay, because I do want to know your answer. I said if you could have any pet in the entire world, what kind of pet would it be, and whatever you pick, like what breed of that pet?
A giraffe.
I know you would pick a giraffe. You would pick a giraffe too.
Or a lion or something. No, I'd pick a bear. I'd love to have a fucking bear.
Somebody else said a serval. I saw somebody who had a serval, which is a type of cat, and those are relatively, I'm not going to say able to be domesticated, but if you had like an outdoor enclosure, like you could interact with it to an extent, they were really cool.
I had a pet raccoon.
An elephant would be cool too.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Elephants are so like interacting and stuff.
Somebody'd owe you money.
What the heck is an
You'd be like,
okapi?
listen, motherfucker, if you don't pay me my money, I'm coming over there.
With my elephant.
With
He's
my
gonna
fucking
stomp
elephant.
you. What is an okapi? Okapi would be cool.
Egyptian lynx, that'd be cool. Snow leopard, that'd be dope. Elephants are smart as shit. I played with one time.
Link.
One time I jumped in the cage at a zoo, at the Racine Zoo. I jumped in the cage with a giraffe, and I fed him and played with. Nobody was there. It's like nobody was around. No workers, no nothing. I was like, fuck it. I jumped right in with them, and ever since then I've been in love with giraffes. But I had a pet raccoon one time, and
okapi are those zebra donkeys.
his name was Coon Dog.
They're the ones with the zebra butts. Okapi.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's
Bigfoot.
Ooh, a fennec fox. I watched this lady on YouTube who has pet foxes. They make the weirdest noises. Like they make the strangest noises.
I want to tell a story about my coon though after this. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Strangest noises. So this coon I had.
You don't want a raccoon, why?
Well, the raccoon I had, okay, so they have hands, so that's the thing. So they can open anything, and they're super smart. So in the beginning, when they're babies, they're hooked to you. Like, they're literally like a puppy. They never leave your hip. You never have to worry about losing them because they won't leave your side. I had to get babysitters, everything, the whole 9 yards. Well, then as it started getting a little bit more bigger, it gets very possessive.
Yeah.
And then it don't want nobody sitting next to you. It don't want you to like other pets. It wants you all to itself. And it becomes a thief. So at the time, I was smoking lots of weed. And he would go into people's purses, pockets, whatever, and steal their shit. And take off with it. And I mean, people would be screaming. And I'd tell people coming in, like, listen, man. don't fucking leave your purse out or anything in your coat pocket or anything, and my coon will get your shit. And people wouldn't believe me. Next thing you know, my coon's running off down the hallway, whatever, with a bag flopping out of its mouth, and he would just tear it open and go to town. I mean, fast, like that.
Probably
and people
good.
would freak out, and I tell them, like, listen, man, I don't know you shit. I told you about my damn coon.
I bet it probably had to do with some of the smell. But Lindy said
They eat everything.
she saw this video on the dodo about a raccoon, and it reminded me of this video I saw on the dodo about a beaver. And I think my answer might be a beaver. Obviously, you couldn't keep it inside, but they had a beaver named Justin Beaver, which was so cute. And literally, it would go up to her, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you the noise that this damn thing would make. He'd go, "Meow."
Yeah.
And it was so cute, and I want a beaver. Get me a beaver.
We'll talk about it.
Beeves knives.
Beeves
Beeves knives. I want a beaver. Somebody send us a beaver. Thank you.
Yeah, my coon got on two legs all the time. It did all the goofiest shit you can imagine. It would open cabinets. Eventually,
We're from Illinois.
So-
eh?
and it's not legal to have a coon here. Just so. But anyways, so what I wound up doing though is I wound up sending it to Kentucky to a raccoon
Yeah, a
farm
river
where they do
otter.
raccoon rescue for domesticated raccoons. So I'm sure, I don't know if he'd be passed away now because this was years ago. But so he got to live the rest of his life in a great place, and yeah. But eventually I couldn't keep no more. He was just getting too crazy, got into everything. He was trying to fight other animals. He was getting possessive. And they get cranky when they get older. But they're badass animals. I mean, I loved it. I even got pictures of them sleeping with me and shit.
See you later, Professor EDC.
See you later, bud.
Thanks for letting Jared know that I have a good point about this. Appreciate it.
Okay, so my question to you guys, because I thought this was
yeah.
a good question.
Okay.
What designer company would you guys like to see collab?
Gucci.
What collab would you guys like to see from the knife community?
Wait, didn't I already ask that?
I said I would like to see some more Terzola designs, like with ZT or even with a lot of
you
other
wouldn't wanna
companies.
see
I would love to
that.
see even because I know they had the drop one, but I'd like to see from actual Wii knives, just Wii knives, a Wii knife Terzola designed knife. I would love to see that. MKM did that one, fire. Haven't messed with it, but fire.
ZT and Chavez?
Lavender pants.
Why does everyone want ZT? I'm like not on ZT right now. I'm like in an anti-ZT phase right now. Not
That's
like
a good idea, though. No, fucking
It is.
Chavez
But like,
should do some more collabs.
I would rather see Chavez do a collab with like.
Do you know why that'd be a good one, though? Do you know why? Because Chavez's are big knives, and they're not, like, massive. So it would literally hit the categories for both people. For the people that like EDC size knives and big knives.
Yeah, but they would probably just take it and make it big.
Yeah, they'd make it a Chavez size.
I'd rather see like Chavez collab with like, I don't know, just not ZT. I can't think of one company right now.
Well,
not
they've already
one.
done React, so nobody would mess with you, Lindy. What'd she say?
Baby
I
skunk.
changed my mind. I
She
want a
wants a
baby
skunk.
skunk.
You can get it de-sacked.
Yeah, de-sack, take its sack out. Medford
My
and
bro,
Case.
I don't even know where
Ooh.
Galva, Illinois is.
Medford and Case. Ganzo and Snacks. Somebody's
God.
a funny fucker. Snacks are like insanely
I
expensive.
know
Like they're
what they are.
insane. And then you have like the cheapest knife with the most expensive
Medford and
knife.
Case,
That's
Strider,
hilarious.
Jerry Moen. I
Jared-
don't know. I would
Jared
love
Moen
to
would be
see.
a good
I would
one,
love
the
to
Strider.
see.
That's a good one. I'm listening.
I would love to. I would love to. I know. That's literally what I do to get your attention all the time. Like if you're like on a rant or something, you want to stop, and I just go ah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, you're like what? It works. That's why I keep doing it. I would love to. Honestly, I know this sounds effing boring, but I think that Savivi and Kaiser would make a great knife. I really do. I think if Savivi and Kaiser,
but those are two.
I
But
think-
those are two manufacturers.
if
though.
I don't care, I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
I think if Savivi and Kaiser fell in love
and had
and
a
they loved
baby.
each other very, very much and had a baby, that it would be wonderful. I don't know, I'm just talking shit between two brands. I know that they're not designers, I get that, but just like the essence of both brands together, I would love that. I mean, other people are saying shit like that. Medford and Spyderco, like what the fuck? They can say it, I can't?
Yeah, but
Huh?
he designs knives. Though.
Who? Medford?
Yeah, Greg Medford designs his
Oh,
own
yeah, but
knives.
he
Those are
doesn't
his
even ever
designs.
remember the names of them half the time.
He doesn't though, does he?
He'll be like, babe, what's this one?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
sexy.
What's the name of this one?
It's sexy, though.
It's sexy ass knife. I don't remember the name of it because he designs them. He doesn't name. She names them. That's why.
Yeah.
Tom Mayo and M Tech. I would like to see
A Mayo Tech.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll be honest, straight up, in all reality, I would love to see some more good designers mess with Tucson. Tucson is making a name now. Okay, we can't discredit.
Yeah, they're
these guys.
making a name.
These guys are making a hell of a name. Speaking about Tucson, I'm doing a giveaway on my Patreon. I'm just fucking with you guys. Gotta do a Patreon shout out. But no, I am giving away this knife on Patreon.
Yes,
this
Richie
month.
B, I'm
But
with
I
ya.
would love to see just about any real good designer work with Tucson. Like,
Ooh.
some of the guys that are working with them are incredible, but like it'd be cool to see some bigger designers that mess with them, because what it would do is it would take their name and put it on another level. All it takes is a known designer to do, like say Ray Laconico. If Ray Laconico did a damn designs with with Tucson, it would put Tucson on another level. It really would. They'd be so smart to look or to seek out a good designer. Tepe Designs, when they did some with them, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
But Tepe was still like, they're on their journey of working his way up. But yeah.
So, I have something to say.
Neeves Knives and
No.
Spider Co. I agree.
No.
Oh.
I want to reply.
What?
I do not think Elijah Isham and Benchmade would be a plausible collab, because I don't like Elijah Isham's designs personally. They're too angular and like weird for me. And I just think that I think that a Benchmade, I think their whole thing
In the description, Brian, you can become a Patreon. Keep talking. I'm
of
sorry.
this video, no, not in the
No,
description
not
of
yet.
this video.
In any other video. Go all the way down to the bottom. The Patreon link is below. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, I think Benchmade, their designs are really focused more. They try to focus more on function, making like a functional EDC for like this purpose and that purpose, and it's not really so much about looks with Benchmade. And I feel like Elijah Isham is like all about looks, even though I don't really like the looks, and I think it would just be odd. Why are we wrapped up?
Because I gotta answer some of these questions. There's a bunch of Patreons in this thing right now.
They're just being quiet.
I'm not gonna out everybody in here, but there are a bunch of Patreons in here. So I want to say Bastinelli and Spartan Blaze, that is awesome. Ray Laconico and Chris Reeves, that sounds badass. I just don't know how, because Ray Laconico seems
with
like
everyone.
yeah,
I
he does
love
good
his
designs.
stuff.
Snacks and Pro Tech manual branch. That is awesome because it'd be a manual one. I like the sound of that. Hinder and Hogue,
Can we
awesome.
scroll?
G&G Hawk with Spider Co. Something that sounds dope. I'd like to see them come up with a new lock, because they always come up with nice ass, badass locks. G&G Hawk. Benchmade needs to do something to make themselves relevant. Isham hot right now, so that.
Okay,
wasn't
and
my
I
question.
get
What?
that. I just am personally.
Medford and Hinder, that'd be
my
dope.
thing with Isham is
Dope.
a personal thing. I just am not like a fan of all the angular things. I really despise holes in knives that aren't functional. They irritate me, and he does that sometimes.
Yeah, that's my problem with him too.
And don't get me wrong. Is the McKenna Isham?
Yes.
Okay, so I love the McKenna. So there's totally something like that style mixed with Benchmade I'd be down on. But like it just would have to be a certain way, and I don't really know honestly if Benchmade would want to.
Okay,
be
so
real.
Blade Brigade said Spartan, some more Spartan Blades collabs. I agree. Spartan Blades doesn't put out enough knives because, they're obviously lower production, like they're a smaller shop, but that would be awesome. I'd like to see some Spartan designs with another company, like Tucson. No, like anybody. Like, I think that would be awesome. I love Spartan designs, but I can't afford them, so it'd be cool for Spartan and We. That would be amazing if Spartan works with We. I just don't think they would, because they're like all about USA made. So they ain't fucking with nobody that's not in the US, I don't think. Laconico and CRK, that'd be amazing. I think that would be really cool.
Oh my god.
I think that would be awesome. What?
You see my cup? How it changes colors?
Oh, you want to
Could
show
you
them?
no.
What?
Could you make like a G10 that would do that? So like when your hand is on it and you're using it, it would get color
I
change.
think people wouldn't like it. I mean,
Who would not like that? Everyone in the chat right now,
he's carrying the McKenna right now.
if you had a knife that was like blue G10 and it was heat censored like with your hand and it turned kind of purple when your hand was on it, that would be cool.
Spartan does a collaborate with K-Bar.
I'm not saying every knife. I'm just saying
I
like
know
it
what
would be
you're
a
saying.
cool
I'm saying
feature
for the temperature to change.
instead of that dumb glow in the
You
dark
want the
shit.
temperature to change. I see. Yeah, I think Richie B said that would be ugly as fuck.
Depends what colors.
Steve.
It would go back to solid.
Steve Licorice. I've never heard of Steve Licorice.
I think he invented licorice.
Maybe he did. Some mood scales.
Yes!
What mood are you in today? You'd be sitting there cutting, getting pissed off, just watching it turn red. Or whatever.
See,
whatever the
thing.
color for pissed
that's the
off
thing, though.
is.
If you're like really warm though and your hands on it or whatever, like it would just be a solid color. It'd be no different than having a green knife, like we already do.
like say if it was a big knife, just my
right,
hand
and
would
it
turn
turned
the color.
right, and it would
So
turn
then
black.
when I took my hand off,
it would be like black. Like
Yeah.
that would be dope. That would be dope. It would just be something interesting.
It would be gimmicky. Yeah, I agree.
It would be gimmicky, but I'm sorry, you guys. If that shit was sitting on a frickin' Civivi, right, and it was just like a knife that changed from black to white when your hand was on it.
I will say that cupcake knife sold a lot. All right.
What cupcake knife?
The fucking that Kalashnikov, the Kalashnikov with the sprinkles on it, looks like a fucking cupcake.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows what I'm
And
talking
that's
about.
dumb.
That's dumb as shit. I know probably 3 of you have it.
Wait, is that one of the knife questions? I don't know if it's
At
one of the
least
knife
3 of you
questions,
have-
but I
yeah,
like
the
it.
dessert warrior. Yeah.
Okay, I like Seems Logical's question. I don't think it was actually on here,
What?
but what? Wait, is it on here? No, it's not. Sort of. But what trends do you guys wish to see more of in knives? So, like, what trends do you want to see more of, or even, like something maybe that you want to make up, like color changing scales? Like, what is something you guys wish to see?
I know what my answer would be. I'd like to see more cross-cut micarta.
I'd like to see more button locks. I think that's going to be
More
a lot
button
of
locks,
people.
yeah. Or cross-cut carbon fiber. I'd like to see more of that. I've always been into that. Before I ever even seen it, I always said...
Tactical knives with
Do you remember
sexy
that?
appeal
I
and
even said that from the start.
functionality,
I
yeah.
said, man, I would love if the sides were the face. Do
Yeah.
you remember that? I used
Yes,
to
you
always
did.
say that. Always
Bring
said that.
back tactical knives with sexy appeal and functionality beyond just stabbing and slashing.
Real tactical knives like
Terzuola.
Terzola knives. Terzuola.
You
Somebody
can
tried to
rip dye,
say
white
that's not how you
tan.
pronounce it, Jared. It's pronounced Terzuola. People always correct me on my
Terzuola?
pronunciation. Yeah, it's Terzuola. But yeah, I say like somebody keeps getting me shit for micarta because I say how do I say?
Micarta.
I say micarta.
So do I.
Micarta, but it's micarta or no micarta. It's micarta, motherfucker.
No, it's your Carta.
So
Shut
somebody
the
always tells me
fuck
like,
up.
listen, dude, if you say micarta one more fucking time,
It's an
I'm
accent.
going to unsubscribe to you.
All right, let me read
I
these
get comments
answers.
like that.
Okay, one, you wish to see more button locks because you're a lefty. Yeah, I like button locks too.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they were on both sides, kind of like a compression lock too, because then I could be able to still do it with my thumb, being lefty. Disappearing pocket clips, human-sized functional finger choils. Yeah, DE, who has a great human-sized functional finger choil, is Western Active with the Honey Badger. Those choils are bomb. Anyway, less flippers, more thumb studs. I'm down with that.
This is the
I
best.
love
The keyhole
studs.
flipper, or like for flicking, it's even better than a Spidey hole.
More,
So good. These
more
keyholes.
rare and Damascus. Oh, I'm hella behind. Sorry,
Hella
guys.
behind.
Because
Does
you
anybody want to
stop
call in?
scrolling back.
I didn't scroll back.
Yes,
you
you
did.
did.
I haven't touched
You
the
keep
damn
scrolling
thing.
back.
I haven't touched it.
Yes, honey badger choils are fire. More washer knives. Yeah, I like bronze phosphor and or I said that so weird. Phosphor, bronze, and what's the other kind of washer? Why can't I think? What's the other kind of washer?
Nylon
No, phosphor, bronze, and
bearings.
is it nylon?
Yeah, nylon.
The little no, it starts with a T. I think. The
Top
little
line,
yeah!
Okay.
I like the combo of those two.
Hey, so somebody said they want to see more Timascus
Yes,
or
look at them.
Mokatai
They
at
all
a budget
came through
price.
for me.
So check this out. Talk to Lindy Lou. I bet you she could come
Lindy
up with
Lou!
I bet you her and Richie could come up with a pattern that looks just like
Crappy nail
Timascus.
clips.
Yeah, I bet Lindy Lou and Richie, I guarantee if you came up with a way to make a look-alike Mokatai or a look-alike Timascus, which in all reality it kind of already does look like Timascus, but where it's like lines, man, you could make a fucking killing.
You know,
Killing. Does anybody want to call
Sorry.
in? If you guys don't, we will hang up
I
the
mean,
damn
would
phone.
you guys? We'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want to continue talking as a group,
If somebody wants to call in, just say, I
so.
want to be a caller. Just say,
We're
I'm
literally
a
saying
caller.
the same thing at the same time. See, look, are you two still yapping?
Yeah, we're still yapping. What's up, Gene?
Blade Brigade said he wanted to call in. Well, Blade Brigade,
Blade
we're waiting
Brigade.
for your call whenever you are ready,
Do
sir.
you need the phone number? More LC200 and on nitrogen steels. Okay, that's a good one. More Vanax. All right. You know, there are some steels I'd like to start seeing more of, too.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Don't close that, sir.
You know,
Me too.
speaking about steels, you know, I've been sharpening CPM 154
Are
lately.
your kids watching Lavender Pants?
And I've learned that CPM 154 it likes to take a polish, but it takes a polish almost too good because it loses all its fucking bite. And every time I've sharpened it and tried putting a polish on it, it takes great polish. I mean, shiny as shit mirror, but there's no bite left in the edge. And it's sharp only because it's a thin apex because of the tip, but it has no bite, not from the teeth. And I don't really like that. So, I did this little technique where I put a polish and then I drop the grit to a medium grit and throw some teeth on it. Holy shit, does it get sharp. I'm talking about put a mirror edge on there. I put like a 5,000 grit edge, drop down to a 600 and cover the mirror polish with that grit. Man, is it sharp, because right at the top of the apex, it's polished right here, so it kind of gives it a lip for going through stuff. Man, is it sharp. I got one right here that I did. Yeah, what the fuck, New York?
Where you at, New York? Let's do this. Look,
which
seems
is-
logical. Just want you to spread
What
your
the hell
wings and
happened?
fly. Nothing
Oh,
happened.
I thought I saw
Don't
something.
panic.
I don't know about the 14. Why? 14C28N is the shit.
It
I
is
love
good.
14.
I do
Okay,
too.
check this out. Tucson's 14C28N is doing almost as good as some companies' S30V. Think about that. And you can get it in titanium and full carbon fiber for like $70. I mean, if the companies are doing it right, which this is the thing about 14C, one reason why it's cool. One, it was made for pocket knives. Two, the heat treat is very easy to do. Even at a low Rockwell, like 56, 57, it still does very well in cut tests. So it's easy to heat treat. It's not hard like some steels like D2 and M390 that are harder. So it's easier to heat treat. And it's just a good damn steel. It's got good stain resistance.
I
good
just think
edge
it's a
retention.
good medium between price,
Great.
ability to keep an edge for a good amount of time,
Easy to sharpen.
and the sharpening ease. It's
Here we go.
Lord.
All right, hopefully you guys are ready for this one.
Wait, we gotta turn on speaker this time.
Okay.
No,
Hold
no,
on one
don't do
second,
that.
Alex.
Oh no! Oh no! No! If we don't do this now, he'll never call back. Okay. What
You
happened?
fucked
Is it
up.
there?
There we go.
Hello?
Yo, who's talking shit?
Oh shit! He did it, you guys!
This is the call we've been waiting for.
Okay, you know what?
Fuck are you, logical?
Yeah, where the fuck are you?
Do you guys want to know a really quick funny thing? Is that the first time we ever talked to Blade Brigade on the phone was we were reviewing a knife he gave us, and my phone was busted, and it kept accidentally video chatting him.
And we video
so we
chatted
just
with him?
answered the call. We were like, fuck it. So yeah, that was the first time we talked, and now here we are, months later,
Video,
talking to him
yeah.
again.
On the phone again.
So what's up? What you got to say?
What are you carrying? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What's good? Hit me with the knife first.
Yeah, what are you carrying? That's a good question right now.
Yeah,
What are you
number
carrying?
one, what are you carrying?
What am I carrying?
Yes.
The Hogue Deca on me right now.
Hogue Deca.
Ooh,
That's
that's
a
going to
good
make
one.
Jared jealous because I didn't buy him one.
Which one?
The clip point.
The clip point? Okay, now I got a good reason to beat Kara tonight.
Excuse you.
I've been wanting that damn knife. So what's your favorite knife to use?
For any domestic violence.
Yeah, you're pretty much incentivizing violence. So if I was gonna say,
Put that on me, bro.
it's all on you, bro. It's on you.
It's your fault, Alex. Look what you've done to me.
It's not fair.
So if I had to tell you that, I got some tasks for you, but you have no idea what it's gonna be, what knife are you gonna bring to use? You don't know what you're cutting.
My motherfucking Tinder was good.
There you go. All right. What is your favorite designer at the moment? Like just right. I know it's not like saying forever, but just right now, what designs are you really liking from a designer?
Okay. I mean, I hate to sound like a fanboy, but like, since I got involved with the knife community and getting into from the freaking cryo all the way up to having an actual estimation. So I gotta give it to him, but I definitely appreciate a lot more designers.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough one because there are so many designers, and tomorrow you never know what's coming. That's why I just gave it like right now. What are you liking? So what collab would you like to see, hands down the most, the two companies, or like a designer with a company that hasn't done one yet?
What did I say before? I said like Laconico and Protec.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
that's
that,
what
and
you
I
said.
think you said Hinder and Medford, I think too, right?
It was Hinder. Somebody else said that, which
Oh.
was also a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I said Hinder and Hogue. You know what?
Oh yeah, Hinder and Hogue.
I would love to see Hogue do some collabs.
They don't do too many, do they?
No, they really do. They're just exclusive to themselves, man.
Fucking stingy bastards.
Stingy motherfuckers.
Okay, I have a question.
Let's go.
Who is your favorite knife person on a knife channel? Just asking out of the blue.
What? I can't even say you. Is that like?
No, you can't say us.
Yeah.
Let's be somebody else.
Not us. Besides
say
us,
that.
what's your favorite? Who's a person that you just really like? Their knife channel, them, whatever. It doesn't have to be your favorite, but just someone you can shout out that you really like.
Ooh, man. All right, it's gonna be a tie between Ray from Everyday City Carry.
Ooh.
That's my dude.
Love that guy.
New York City all day. And definitely a big shout out to Carlos CDC. I love what he's doing. And
Yes.
I love how he just kind of,
Definitely.
his style is different. I think Ray said it best on his podcast. He's like a freestyle. He just posts what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, no, you guys did that live on Instagram one time, and I popped on out of nowhere, and I thought you two together were so entertaining. I don't know what it was, the combination of you guys. I mean, he's great on his own, don't get me wrong, but that live on Instagram, it was so random, and I thought it was great. I stayed the whole time, and it wasn't super long, but you guys together were great. And just to my point, you really should stick with your channel. I'm serious.
Fuck yeah,
If you
man.
guys didn't know already, Blade Brigade NY does have a channel, and it is hilarious, and I love it.
Yeah.
And you gotta stick with it. But no, Carlos EDC and then Everyday City Carry are fabulous answers. I kind of wanted you to say us, even though we said not to, so you failed that test.
Yeah, you were
Anyway.
supposed to say no. It's you guys, no matter what.
Yeah, you were supposed to say no. It's you guys.
No. There isn't another. The answer was there isn't any other channels.
I'm going to say this again. I'm your biggest fan. I've been so since you guys had single digit followers.
That is true. That is true.
That's so
That is
true. Yeah, you've been there since the start.
Yeah, and I tend to say that about people in the or to the live and to the channel. There are people that like you that have been for us and supporting us since before we even hit 100 followers. I mean, like, since the very beginning. So next knife question. What would you say, and this is kind of tough because I know there's a lot of them, but what would you say either best budget or best knife of the year 2020? If you were going to have to pick one, like what would you say is like you're the most excited you got or the best knife of the year? Sorry, but you look like a jarhead. Thanks, bud. I'll take that.
I'm actually trying to remember this year's releases so far.
I know.
Um,
It's kind of a tough
I
one.
mean,
It is kind of a tough one.
budget-wise,
I mean, you got the Deca. The Deca was 2020.
was it?
Yeah,
Was it 20?
yeah, I think so.
I think it was 19.
No, it was 20.
When the
No,
deck.
it was, I remember I got mine in November of 2019.
Yeah.
Really?
It was not
Oh
20.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I think that's still considered a 20, like, because I think they released like a month or two before 2020, and they consider them 2020 knives, I think. Because everybody's already done their 2019 knives.
Yeah,
of the
maybe.
year.
I don't know. But they were out in 19.
Yeah. No, you're totally right about that. They like dumped out a first batch. It sold out immediately, and nothing came out for more decos until 2020. You're kind of right in a way.
Right. And when they do
It's
that,
like cars when they have the 2020 car, but it
Yeah.
comes out in 2019.
at the end of 2019,
I was
right?
the first bozo to get one.
You guys are both right. Don't fight. It's okay.
I'm not fighting. No,
Calm down, Alex.
Your voice is getting deep.
Calm
brother.
down, okay? Let's just take deep breaths, okay? Relax.
Go, Kara, I don't appreciate the hostility.
I literally love your accent when you say my name. I love it. Kara. Kara.
Is it really that thick?
It's not.
So thick.
It's just
so thick.
to
dude.
hear my
Wait,
name.
Jared, with 2 T's?
It sounds because like I say like Kara, and you say Kara.
Kara. Look
Yeah.
like with a W. Almost.
No, not with
Kara.
He doesn't say Kara.
Yeah, he does.
He does not say Kara.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
Nah,
So New York. Yeah. Anthony just said it. So New York.
Boston, get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, Kara, you want to go to the bar?
What are you from fucking Boston or something?
Jared, you want to go to the movies or something?
Oh, he just asked me out. What are you gonna do, Jared? What are you gonna do?
Damn, no, that's...
He just did that live. He just did that live.
Second to the last video. So, do you have? Can I ask some personal questions, Alex?
Nah, don't do me like that, bro.
No,
Come
not
on.
like
No.
nothing fucked up.
They're nothing
up.
fucked up. They're all on the list. They're just regular basic questions.
Like animal pets and dumb shit. Not
Yeah.
weird.
So okay, so do you have any animals?
I had a dog. How's it?
What kind of dog?
Australian Shepherd.
Australian
Oh.
Shepherd, that's awesome. The smartest dog I ever trained was an Australian Shepherd.
He was awesome.
Dude, those dogs are so fucking smart. It's insane.
They
how
have so
smart
much
they are.
energy too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, he would bounce off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know it. All right, so another one. Do you have any other hobbies that you're deep into outside of knives?
Outside of knives.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Shooting, I'm definitely huge into cars. Been so kid. So
Right.
pretty much the whole car scene, racing, stuff like that. I love cars. It's
Gotcha.
totally my thing.
What's your
I
grail
don't-
car?
Grail car?
Grail car.
I got a grail garage. That sounds.
Build the
Grail
motherfucker.
car. I mean, we could start with a Lamborghini Aventador, but I was gonna say, just like the knives, I don't just focus on one type of knife. I appreciate all of them. So I
Yeah.
appreciate.
I'm more of a Porsche guy. I'm more of a Porsche guy. I like the Porsche turbos. And then I especially like some of their older models. But I'm definitely a car guy. So, do you have any funny or scary story that you'd like to tell?
Funny or scary story?
It can be funny, scary, or just funny, whatever.
Oh man, I could give you funny for days. Do you want funny as in I did something stupid, or funny as in I did something
Sorry.
entertaining and still slightly stupid?
Whatever you got. I want to hear it.
Yo, pick one. I'm letting you pick one right now. 1, 2, 3, go.
Funny.
Wait, what? I don't even. All right, you know what?
I
All right, so
You're
ladies
breaking
and
up. You're
gentlemen.
breaking up.
No, he's not.
Wait, what
You're
about
right.
now? What about now? What about
There you
now?
go. There
You're
you
good.
go.
All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, you were about to hear the dumbest, most incriminating story of your life. How you doing? It's boy Alex, Place Brigade here. And your man, when he was underage and not legal to drink, is probably the dumbest thing to do in those circumstances, which was participate with my friends and host a party, renting out an entire loft in downtown New York City, and smuggling in crates and crates and crates of alcohol, kegs, a DJ system, and with the DJs in my trunk, in my truck, directly into the front door of the city, a.k.a. the police toll booths that guard the outside of the city.
Oh, man.
In my truck with like 3 kegs, like a case of 45, entire sound system for a DJ rig, with DJs hiding in the back, throwing a cheap ghetto blanket over it to hide it. And me and my friend are just sitting in the truck, just pulling out to the cops, like, "Hey, how's it going, officer?
What's up?
Lovely day we're having, right? This weather is just fantastic. That'll be $1.50, sir. All right, well, here's your exact change, and I'm in a rush. I gotta go. Later, have a good day, officer." Bullshit
How old were
out
you?
of there.
How old were you?
Oh, I was like 19.
19? Okay. Underage.
Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning.
Yeah, no.
I was 19 years old smuggling liquor into New York City like it was the Great Depression.
Al Capone.
Right. You were like
Yeah,
Capone
like
in the
pretty
30s of
fucked
Chicago.
like that.
That's
Now
hilarious.
imagine a black Escalade pulling up into downtown New York City with a bunch of kids hopping out, wheeling kegs into the front door of a building, and then carrying crates of liquor up, with people on the street looking at us like, "What the fuck are those kids doing?"
Right. That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
The rest of the night is history, but yeah, I participated in some silly stuff.
Yeah, I definitely had my fair share of some silliness myself.
Okay, so at 19 you were Al Capone. When did you get into knives? When did that happen?
Yeah.
Ooh, see there you go. There's a nice.
It's a nice segue, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Smooth transition. When did I get into knives? I think right around like 5 years ago. Right around 5 years ago, like, you know, I think even earlier than that, I had like an M-Tech like literally 10 years ago. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, it's fun to have. It's fidgety. I like playing with it.
And then
I
it broke.
Didn't realize it was a piece of, I didn't realize it was an absolute piece of dog shit at the time.
Right.
It was cool at the time. They didn't know any better. And then not until later on, one of my close buddies, who's like literally one of my best friends of all time, he was heavy into EDC, bugging out, backpacking, like the whole 9 yards.
He's seen your knife and said, dude, this thing's a piece of shit, bro.
But he already knew. You know what? He let me just bathe in that crap.
Right.
So one day he's like, you know what? You need a Kershaw. And I'm like, why do I need a Kershaw? He's like, because that thing's a piece of garbage, and as you can see, the lock doesn't even work anymore. So you're getting a Kershaw.
Do you remember what Kershaw was?
Oh, man. You know what? This is what happened. He told me to get a Kershaw.
Okay.
He showed me a bunch of, like, knife videos, like, knife reviews from, like, back then, like, Nothing Fancy and whatever.
Right.
And that turned into me looking at reviews for a Kershaw Cryo, ending up stumbling into the review of a Spyderco Manic 2 Lightweight, and my first knife that was real was the Spyderco Manic 2 Lightweight.
Wow,
Oh, really?
that's awesome.
You stepped it up.
That was quick.
So, yeah, I literally jumped the gun. I skipped, like, 20 steps and just said, you know what?
Head first.
I believe Nothing Fancy. I want this
I think
Basically, they sold you.
I think a lot of people, they're knife people, when they see someone with like a piece of shit knife and they want to improve it, and myself included, I think a lot of us tend to use Kershaw as a segue for people because it's affordable. There's lots of options, and it's gonna be more decent than whatever you got from the gas station or the mall.
When somebody has a $10 knife, it's hard to tell them, dude, you need a $200
Well,
knife.
right. So you just gotta. It's literally like a gateway drug. I mean, seriously, like that's what Kershaw does a really great job of being that for people, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen that with a lot of situations where it's always a Kershaw, but that's crazy. You went straight to Spyderco and made that
I thought
purchase.
you were gonna say Tenacious, but that's Mannix is cool.
This is how I knew. Yeah, that is crazy how that happened. But this is how I knew I got addicted. A week later, I was like, "This is really cool. I want another one."
Right.
And then bought the Kershaw anyway.
Yeah, that's my first knife that I really started carrying every day was a Smith and Wesson. And it wasn't bad. It lasted a while. Eventually it started opening up in my pocket though, so that was kind of shit. But the first decent knife that I got was the Rake P801. And it was way too big for my pockets. I don't even know how the hell I was making that work, but that was my first one. So I didn't jump up till maybe like 4 or 5 months after that when I got like a $200 like titanium one for Christmas. And that was the Kubi Anteater. So I went fast, but not as fast as you. I'll say that. That's crazy.
That was definitely a deep dive.
Yeah. Well, consider this though. When I first saw that Nut and Fancy video of Spyderco Mannix 2, that was like 2015 or something like that. That is when the Mannix literally cost the same amount of money as a Civivi now. I paid $60 for it.
Oh,
on
wow.
Amazon.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, prices
they're-
have jumped. Wasn't
Jumped.
there a time where
Jumped.
Spyderco like did this huge increase and everyone was pissed?
Every year, basically. It's like every year to every other year.
Yeah.
Well,
That's exactly what happened. I still have that same Mannix. I don't want to get rid of it knowing I got the steal of a lifetime.
yeah, don't get rid of it. That's
Right,
like still have your first kind of good knife like that. That's kind of sentimental. You should always keep
Unless
that.
if you could sell it for double.
I still have my Smith and Wesson, so
Jared.
All right, Alex, I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Hell yeah, anytime, guys.
Yeah,
Anytime.
we're definitely going to do this again. Thank you.
Sounds good. I'll see you later.
You have a good night.
bye. All right,
That
you
was
guys.
awesome. Hey, I want to say something. I seen a comment by Anthony Urban. You know, they you said about the stop pins like on Striders as where the thumb studs are stop pins like on Hinders and stuff like that. I don't mean to jump into Tucson again, but Tucson's got a badass knife coming out. It's actually out. You just gotta go and get it. It's going for really expensive, but the thumb studs, it's a thumb stud knife. I think it's a thumb stud only knife. It's a thumb stud only knife, and the thumb studs are the stop pins also. It looks so badass. Like, it looks so badass, but man, is it going for like a lot of money. Like, people are bidding it up because it's so awesome. So I'm not going to be able to get it probably for a month or two, because I'm going to have to wait for the price to go down, because people are literally doing like $180, $200 for
Yeah.
a 14C28 on knife. Like, they're not playing with this
Wow.
thing. But as soon as the price goes down, I will be getting it. I kind of feel like it's Love Them Knives doing it or something like that. Like somebody who's wanting to get it on their channel, so they don't care how much they pay.
Two things I gotta say. One, it seems logical. I did not hear a New York accent
Anthony
from you
Irwin.
that
Yes,
strong at
exactly.
all. So that's funny. I didn't even know you had one.
Who?
Blade Brigade seems logical. I didn't hear a New York accent.
I didn't. It's not that I
Sometime-
didn't hear it, though.
Sometimes you gotta be around someone for a minute though. Blade Brigade, yes, yours was thick as fuck because you call me Kara. I don't
I
even know
love
how to
his
say it.
accent. I love his accent.
No,
I
it's
think it's hilarious.
amazing. I absolutely love it. And then there was one more thing I was gonna say, which is I think sooner than we realize, Tucson's prices are gonna start rocketing up.
It's
No, I really think so though. The more that it gets talked about, the more that
Yeah, the
they're
more we
gonna
keep
wind up
talking
not
about it.
being that steal that we think they are. The only reason they will continue to be that way, if at all, is just because you might get lucky on a bid on eBay. But like other than that, like if you try to just go buy one, they're not cheap.
He said Carlos calls him Scarface.
The New York.
So this is the thing with Tucson. The one good thing about them is that you make the mark. So like they're the market for them is going to be what we make it. So eventually, say if a knife is going for $150, $200, in a few months, it will go down and you will be able to get it for
Lindy Lou
$80.
literally just said exactly what you're saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Look at you
So-
guys, simpatico.
Yay.
Hey,
So, but,
yee.
but so you can make the market. You just gotta wait, or if you're willing
She
to
just
pay,
said it again.
whoever's willing
What
to
the fuck?
pay. I'm not reading it.
guys
I'm
are-
just talking.
You guys are synced up right now.
So I seen somebody talk about Lindy Lou earlier in the comments, and
Oh,
they
shit.
said that you and Richie should just start buying knives, doing that mod work yourself, and then reselling them on the secondary market or selling them on a website
Steve
modded.
and this bitch.
So you could just straight up anodize or straight up do ridiculous mods or whatever. That's not a bad idea. There's a few companies out there that do it, and they make a killing making like it's kind of like one-off knives. So like say a Spectacle PM2 one-off because there's no other one like it. Or maybe you can do like 3 of them that way. But that's not a bad idea. It's definitely a great, for business or great sales tactic. Really, the TS72 going for that much? I don't know about the 72. The one I was just talking about, it's a brand new one. It's
What's
like
up,
in the
Steve?
like the 60s, like 260 something.
You want to know how I got
Steve.
this scar? Super Seal Steve. He said,
Steve's in the
He
house.
said, you want to know how I got this scar?
How'd you get the scar?
I don't know if I want to know, to be real.
Where is the scar?
Hey guys, thanks for making a video about the new Elementum with the thinner stock. It has
Yes.
an excellent blade geometry. I also added a quick stud so now I can flick it.
Wow.
Oh, that's dope.
Wow. I can middle finger flick mine.
That is really, really cool.
Because we got the one with the etching on it. So.
Yes, Ian, I so freaking agree with you. I wish Tucson would start naming their knives. They do have some with numbers and
got
a
some.
conjunction, like,
Scarface.
into, like, with names and numbers, but the name gets drowned out by the TS blah 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 part. Like, I don't know, you don't remember shit, and it's annoying. And I feel like their knives would sell better if people could easily communicate what the fuck the name is.
That's
you know what
true.
I mean?
They are doing it a lot more though. So.
So,
If anybody else wants to call in, let us know. We will open up the
hell
call
no.
line again. We
No,
will
no,
take
sir.
one more call before we end this. It has been going for.
why don't we just talk to everyone? Every
Okay,
time we're on the phone, I can't pay attention.
Fuck it then.
I like being on the phone, but I will say, you guys, one issue with it is that I
Steve's
don't like.
being a pussy. He doesn't want to call in.
No, he was talking about something else.
Oh. I thought you said no. I ain't calling.
No,
in,
he was talking
motherfucker.
about Everyday City Curious podcast. No,
Oh.
the one thing I don't like about the phone. It's great to get to talk to one person, but
No,
I
it's
feel like
awesome.
I'm ignoring the whole chat.
Yeah, but I feel like they're kind of listening too while they're talking to each other, so it kind of
Sorta.
works out. Because we're talking, it's like me and you talking right now, right? They're listening to us talk, and then they're talking to each other and then answering back. Anyone want to call in, or should I volunteer someone? Ooh, volunteer
He already
someone.
volunteered Blade Brigade. That's how.
Did he?
Blade
Is that how it
That's why
happened?
that happened. I kept
crazy.
commenting, do it. See, you weren't paying
Winchester.
attention to the chat.
I was. I was. So, where's some questions?
You have
So I
enough
think we talked
We
about
did
them all.
hit
Oh,
everything except for.
I was gonna do the road trip story.
Yeah, Lindy, you can call. You
Yeah,
can be our
fuck
last
yeah,
caller.
call in.
I will send the phone
I'll
number
do the road
again.
trip story before we cancel
Hold on,
out
wait, let me turn this
at the
on.
end. Hold on a second. Let this.
Okay. La, 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 la. It's the easiest phone number in the world, and I love it. I wish it was my real phone number. All right, Lindy, if you want to go ahead and call in, we will absolutely take you as the final caller of the evening. Why am I talking like an announcer?
Yeah.
I have a headache.
Next caller, call in.
I have a headache, and it's making me delusional. Lindy.
We have Lindy Lou on the line.
Not yet.
I know I was doing my.
There she is! Okay,
Calm
hold
down.
on. We gotta get. Where'd it go?
Hold on a second.
Hold on. What the heck?
What are you doing?
Are you there, Lindy?
There we
Yes,
go.
we got it. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold the phone
Want me to
up.
hold it?
Oh, Ian! With the
Oh.
$5 donation, Lindy is a badass. I think that was a donation to you, Lindy.
Damn. What is going on? Are you and Richie both there?
Yes.
What is going on? Hey, Richie. What'd you guys think about what we were just talking about with the mods? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, so actually that's what we did for a long time before we got on Instagram. We would buy knives brand new, or we'd buy them on the secondary and anodize them and flip them. We did that for a long time, and then we still kind of do it, but recently we've kind of just been building up our IG.
Yeah, that's where we started on Reddit. We still get customers from there as well, and then we decided to migrate over to Instagram because there's a pretty big following on there as well. But we still get work on there from time to time and buy knives on there and flip them.
So let me ask you this: from when you guys first started, because you said that's how you kind of got into it. Obviously, your quality and what you guys have done and what you guys have learned has gotten better and more refined and everything. So, do you think, like, if you guys went back to doing it, you would have a lot more success doing it now that you kind of have, like, everything? Because I can even tell from when I first started seeing you guys post stuff to now, like, holy shit, like, you guys are knocking it out of the park.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, we're still doing the Reddit thing, so, I mean, I think everyone on there has kind of seen us progress. But yeah, like we said, we're trying to build up our account on Instagram.
And the market on Reddit is kind of wishy-washy, you know, like, it's hard to sell brand new knives in box on top of what we charge for anodizing, so we really don't make as much money as what we, like, or how we would with,
yeah, because, you know, I mean, mods are like, I mean, when people get mods, it's like they know what they want and everything like that. But when you mod a knife and then try to sell it like that, you know, it might not be exactly what that person wants. So you can't really.
It's hard to price it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
and have somebody actually buy it.
a couple people are asking in the chat right now. It's kind of the same question, sort of. Somebody said, "What's the best way to see your work?" And then, "What's your Instagram account?" So if you guys are comfortable sharing that, you're more than welcome to plug it right now.
All right. Well, my Instagram is at Lindy Lou with 2 underscores, and we also have a new account that we just made for our our modding work and anodizing work. It's a joint account with Richie and I, and it's called Knife Modders. And if you guys want to check that out, you'll start seeing more of our work just on there and keeping our accounts more personal.
Yeah,
So Lindy Lou with 2 underscore and then Knife Modders.
Yeah, here, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead and type it in the chat, just because I don't know where the underscores are exactly. Go ahead and type it in the chat. Yeah, guys, definitely check that out. I can vouch for what I've seen following their accounts. That it's really good work.
And then I'm going to run down a quick list of questions. We won't hit them all, but we'll hit some of them. What is you or Richie's favorite knife to use?
To beat on.
So if I was going to say, like, you don't know what you're going to be doing, but you're going to need your knife, what knife are you bringing?
Well, I'm not afraid to use any of my knives, so, I mean, I don't know, my Maximate Para 3 is kind of my baby, and I don't mind beating the shit out of it.
There you go.
But the grind isn't like, I don't know, it depends on what I'm doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, probably the Spyderco Smock. I've got my Carta scales on.
That's a good one.
And I just got a bailout aluminum one in M4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna definitely use that thing a lot. Just the slim profile and everything. I haven't used M4 before, and it's coated, so I'm gonna beat the shit out of that knife.
So what's your favorite designer at the moment?
Favorite designer?
Yeah, knife designer. At the moment, it doesn't have to be like forever. Just
Mazwan's the shit.
okay. That's a good one.
Wait, what was
From
it?
Tucson. Mazwan Mokhtar.
Okay.
He's doing killer designs. Go ahead.
Okay, so another question.
Yeah.
Another question is, what hobbies do you, and you guys can answer, you know, it doesn't have to be a together thing, it could be each separate answer. What hobbies do you guys have outside of knives? I know on another podcast you said you guys live and breathe knives and that's it, but that cannot physically be your whole life. So I want an answer. What do you people do besides knives?
Well, if I'm not doing knife shit, I'm making coffee and playing with my cats. But I don't know, a hobby would probably be like art probably.
There you go.
I like to do
That's a good one.
and stuff like that. I like to draw.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, and then for me, I do jujitsu.
That's
I don't
awesome.
do it as much, but yeah, I do it with friends still.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and then we're both going to school full time, so we've got that on our hands, which takes up a lot of time.
I knew that there was something else. See, I could tell. I felt the art coming from you, Lindy. I can tell you're artistic. I have that vibe. I'm the same way, you know, and I could feel it. And honestly, I'll tell you, I know you saw my little knife drawing that's in the background, that orange one under Douglas. Drawing knives is incredibly fun if you haven't tried it before. It's like, it's a fun subject to draw, or if you're into photography at all. I mean, I know everyone does on the Instagram, but trying it in an artistic way with a knife, or like macro photography with a knife, is really, really fun. So just saying, you know, it's another way to live and breathe knives.
Well, so I know, like, well, I was just like so nervous when I went on Ray's podcast. So I didn't really know about his podcast, and I just didn't know. And then as soon as we were on there, I was just like, oh my god! Like, I wish I wasn't so nervous at first, or I would have been saying a lot more. And like yeah, it was just, oh my god.
No, you guys were great.
You didn't come off as nervous at all. I'll tell you, you didn't come off as nervous. I didn't catch that vibe.
You guys did awesome.
So,
I enjoyed the entire thing. And
it's really easy, I think, for a lot of us to stick with knives because we know that's the thing that like is gonna be consumable to our audiences. And that's why a lot of times in our lives we really try to break through that, because at the end of the day we are all people who have lives outside of knives as well. I mean, it's not possible to only do knives. So, you know, I love getting to know everyone. That's why I do these, you know, weird ass questions and stuff like that, because as I always say, it may not be always knife content, but it is content that knife people enjoy. So, you know, I wanted to know what it was because I think you guys are interesting, and I think you guys should start a YouTube channel. Chat, do you agree? Should they? I think they should.
I do. I definitely do. I'm surprised you guys haven't yet.
Wendy wants to.
I've been wanting to start one for so long.
Do it!
I don't know.
Just listen.
Nowhere to start.
There isn't no
Like,
question
the
about
first
it.
couple videos are gonna be shit.
Just do it. That's the thing. Just do
We
it.
use a damn phone, you guys. It's an old phone.
I use
like,
a broken phone.
It's broken.
I know, but it's just like, oh my god, I don't know. Who would watch us? I don't know. Like,
People in the
Because-
chat, look at the
that are,
chat.
like 30 years old.
The chat is saying
You got
yes.
43 people here right now that are saying they want to see it. So I guarantee.
my God,
And this is
I
the thing:
hope
is that don't do it. Do it because you enjoy it. Don't do it because the people are watching. Just do it because you enjoy it. And I promise you, the people will come. The people will feel the enjoyment out of you, and that's what it's all about. It's how much you enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, you definitely should do it. You know, how many people do channels that fucking don't even like what they're talking about. Can you imagine? You know, like,
Literally, Super Steel Steve is sitting here right now saying he's gonna tell everyone
There
to
you
go check
go.
out your channel.
yes.
Like seriously.
Yes.
So you better make
So
one.
now you gotta make one. You have no choice.
Yeah, I have to. What am I gonna name it?
That's what somebody else said.
Like, you have to tell me a name.
Name it Lindy Lou with a bunch of like U's at the end, like Lindy Lou. No, but you gotta include Richie too. Lindy Lou and Richie too.
Yeah, Lindy Lou and Richie too.
The lady in the back. Yes.
But obviously, you guys got tons of support already, which is a huge thing. Do you know when we started our channel, we didn't even have like our Instagram?
We didn't even know anyone.
Nothing.
We didn't have any group or community. Like, you guys are in the community already and know people. We didn't know nobody.
We were watching Steve, like who's in there in the comments, Super Still Steve. We were watching him and watching everybody.
And
but
I
nobody
just-
knew us. We didn't talk to anybody, and then we started a channel.
And I distinctly remember the first time you watched Super Steel Steve because you came up to me and you're like, I like this fucking guy because he fucking swears. Nobody else fucking swears. He fucking swears.
I remember the first time Richie brought a video up that Super Steve was talking in it, and I was like, damn, this guy's real as fuck. And
Right,
it was
right.
so funny because it was so out of character for like the rest of the night. I don't know, it was just the first guy that I heard just talking shit, and it was great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I heard some people like, and I know some people they want to do it because they want to be able to make it for children and stuff like that too. But I couldn't help but think like this guy's full of shit. You know, like, but then when I heard him though, it's like, all right, this motherfucker's real.
Yeah.
I can listen to him all day. So
It's like when you watch a movie. It's like when you watch a movie and there's like titties in it. It's like that makes the show feel more real or more raw. It's
Right,
like when people
right.
are cussing and being human, it's like I like that shit.
yeah. Then that's also why we like to talk about other things too, because
Right.
we're all. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if you agree or disagree with me. That doesn't mean we can't have a conversation about it. And if you're gonna get upset at something I say and leave, then that says something about you, not me. I don't give a fuck. So, you know, I'll have a
Exactly.
conversation with
Absolutely.
anybody about anything and have no hard feelings after. None. Zero. So, you know, I want people to sit here and chat and know that we're real people. And me and her came into it saying the one thing we were going to do was we weren't going to bullshit nobody. We weren't going to be fake. And we haven't done that yet, so we don't want to start. We don't want to start acting a certain way just because people don't like something we do or talk about. So, but
You know what's great about you guys is that like you can really. I love your guys' dynamic. Like something
you.
about your guys' relationship is just it makes it so fun to watch, and that like you know Kara's kind of.
You went out on us.
uh-oh.
I mean,
Yeah, you guys have the best live stream.
Hey, say that again. You guys went out.
You guys went out on
Say
us.
that again.
we said that you guys have the best live streams. And,
Oh, that's awesome.
I
Thank
wasn't
you.
trying to get you to repeat that. I didn't know you said that.
We-
Can you say it again? You broke up on us. Say that again.
Just one more time. Just one more
Yeah, I
time.
think you went out again. No, that means a lot, though. No, that's really nice.
No, we appreciate that. Thank you.
The thing is that we're the same on camera, off camera, and I
Yeah.
think that's why maybe people get that feeling. Is because I think sometimes people have that on camera vibe, and like you see
Yeah,
me,
for
you
sure.
know, Jared's like rambling on for. You know, a time, and then you hear me go, ah, because like that's how we are in real life. Like, you know, we don't change on here.
For sure.
And I feel like you guys have that, you know, once you get more comfortable, like doing the filming thing, like I feel like you guys will be the same way. And
Yeah,
don't.
thank you. And that's.
You should.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Definitely.
that was it. I was just, you know, just saying, just do it.
I was just
do it.
curious when we're gonna see the first video.
Yeah, give us a date.
Time.
All right. Date time. I'll give you one as soon as I have something recorded.
Nope,
Alright.
I want a specific date. Specific date, because that will make you do it.
Okay. Sometime, let's say next Thursday, 2 p.m.
Next Thursday,
Okay,
too.
everyone.
Did you guys hear that,
Next
everybody?
Thursday, 2 p.m., Lindy and Richie are going to have their first video.
Pacific Standard Time, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
good,
Live.
Pacific
Fuck it, I
Standard.
won't even record anything. Just jumping in off the deep end.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And after you make that video, we'll totally shout it out on our channel and make sure we get and remind everybody that, because I know, you know, everybody in here is probably going to watch.
They're all saying
the
they're
video,
going to
so-
wait for it. So.
Yeah, they'll all see it.
Oh my god.
You
Yes.
committed
All
to
right,
it.
You guys are the best. I have to do it. All right, I love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
That was awesome.
All right,
That
guys,
was
you
a good
heard
time.
it here first. Lindy Lou and Richie are doing their first video next Thursday, 2 p.m. I think she said Pacific Standard Time. We will all be looking out for it. Okay, it is 9:30. Seems logical. You said you had a good question for the chat. If you want to go ahead with that question, if you're still here, we can maybe end on that because it is past 9:30. So, go ahead, hit us with the question. Seems logical. You can end it tonight instead of my weird death questions.
Yeah, I was gonna end it with the vacation story, but I'll let your question end. I'm not gonna.
Oh, baby.
I'm not gonna.
It's
Don't worry
okay.
about what
Okay,
I was gonna
what
say.
was the best advice you ever got from somebody?
I can
Oh,
answer that after you.
shit.
Go ahead.
The best.
You talking about for YouTube or just period?
I'm
in
gonna.
life?
I got one. I don't care what he meant. I think he meant everything.
Okay.
Because he didn't say YouTube. So I think the best advice that I ever got from somebody, I don't know if this was advice or more just like a fact that hit me, was somebody told me one time that if you get sad, you don't always need to try and fix that feeling. that as humans, emotions are natural, right? And so being sad is part of life. And sometimes as people, every time we get like a negative emotion, we always run to the first thing we can do to fix it. And sometimes, as long as it's not like an issue in your life, obviously, that stuff is okay. And sometimes you need to feel those things to deal with whatever you're dealing with. You don't need to cover it up. And it just, I know it sounds dumb, but like, I never really kind of thought about like, yeah, if you're sad, like that's normal. You don't have to go, hurry up and do something to fix it or be happy 100%. No one's happy 100% of the time, but we all act like we should be. And, just having that realization told to me made me a lot happier, which is odd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it did, because it made me not feel bad about not feeling good. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because sometimes that shit happens. Like, you don't have to go fix it. And I thought that was obvious, but it was good.
Mine, if it was about the channel, it'd be something separate, but it's kind of still one and the same. But just work hard and work hard at everything and anything you can do, no matter what. Work harder than everybody else around you. That's probably the best advice I've ever gotten, and I got it from my dad, and all the guys around me. Just work hard, no matter what. No matter if you're bleeding and sweating, keep busting ass, and just keep getting it. But for the channel, like for YouTube, somebody said it a while back, and it was a guy that got very successful with his channel, and he said that he was given advice that, and this was when he said he had like 100 subs, and he said that he was told that 90% of everybody will give up in the first year. So if you can outdo the first year, then you've beat 90% of everybody else, no matter how bored you get, no matter how sick of it you get, no matter how whatever you get. Then the second year, most of the other people are going to quit because they're not growing, they're not whatever. So now if you can outdo 2 years, then you've outdone the majority, like 95% of all your competition, if you consider them competition. But just basically that you got to get through the tough shit, and it's gonna be tough, and it's gonna have its downfalls. You're gonna have your spots where you're not gonna have no growth if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel. But that's separate. I guess that's not with life. That's more advice towards
Yeah, but
like
it's still
business.
kind
But
of-
that has to do with business.
It still kind of
and anything.
outlines the way about doing hard work and sticking with something.
Right.
I mean, the fact that 90% of people quit in the first year shows a lot about people.
Right.
Just in
Right.
general, not about YouTube or whatever. It just shows a lot.
We've seen since we've started, we've seen a lot of people give up just because they weren't growing and they weren't getting attention. And it's like, if you're doing this for attention and for growth, which all of us do to an extent, but then you're not having fun with it anyways. You got to have fun with it from the start, and like what you're saying and love what you're saying. Do it because you want to, not because you're just doing it to see how many views you can get. If you're doing it for that, then you will never succeed in a YouTube channel.
Stacy, I'm very sorry to hear about your mom. I'd like to read her quote that you said. I thought that was nice.
Okay.
Her mom passed away on the 12th
Oh,
of
I'm
this
sorry
month.
to hear that.
She said, the first lesson my mother ever taught me, it was never make promises. Never make promises. Wait, hold on.
Never make promises.
I'm reading it weird. I know, never hear me say that word, promise. I'm reading it
It's
weird.
right here. What are you
Help
doing?
me.
Okay.
My
Stacy
brain.
said, the first lesson my mother ever taught me, it was never make promises. I know never hear me say that word promise. So, never make promise, never let someone hear you say the word promise.
My thing with promises is like, don't ever make a promise like
can't
if you
keep.
if you know you can't keep it. I'm assuming that's kind of where that went. But like
I tend to consider myself a man of his word. So if I make a promise, even if I take a loss, if I hurt myself over it, I'm gonna do that promise, regardless. And that also, like we were talking about it earlier, that if you make a promise to something and then you wind up later on like, man, I do not want to do this, blah blah blah, you still have to do it. because you got to be a man of your word, and that'll teach you later on not to make stupid promises. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't make a promise to somebody that you're going to regret. So that'll make you not make that promise next time by fulfilling the promise that you made.
Lindy Lou, you are always welcome to reach out to us to bounce ideas
Always.
off of for videos.
Yeah, books of ideas. Books.
You know, that way if you're about to do something stupid, we can stop you. Okay?
I doubt that'll happen.
I'm just kidding.
They like the stupid, trust
I'm
me.
just kidding. Well, what if she was like, I'm gonna try to go juggle, you know, fucking...
Razor blades?
Yeah.
Razor blade juggling?
You know, she might try to go out there to get the views. And
I'd say, wear gloves.
You know, we gotta... She said exactly, not even kidding though. Oh my god. Don't doubt yourself. That's the best advice I'm giving you is do not doubt yourself. It can't hurt to just do it. You know,
do not stop giving, and when you are tired of giving, give some more. This is hard to do, but I think large key to life. I 100% agree with you. You know what? The more you give, the more you get in return. And I'm what? I thought you were stopping me.
did the stickers get mailed?
I kind of go in a religious sense with that, like you know, like you get what you
You did
give.
that, right?
What?
The stickers. You said you mailed them out, right?
I did mail out the stickers. Russ, just in case, do me a favor and email me your address one more time. I'll send out another one. I just sent a whole bunch out, but I sent out a whole list that
Now you're not remembering.
I don't remember half the name because I sent out a whole bunch. So just send me your address again, and I'll mail out some more tomorrow, just in case.
Okay. All right.
Because I got another set I got to mail out too.
I was gonna say because this time he said he would do it. It's not
I got a couple people.
Don't you
I have
remember
to
all
hit
the
still.
sleep I lost over not the stickers you blamed me for? Remember that?
I don't think I blamed you. I think you pretty much had to take credit for it.
And Hollywood Tactical Jared cannot juggle, so it's already a win on my part. Okay, one more thing.
I can flip knives though.
Before frickin' we leave this bitch, is somebody asked if your Sebenza review was fucked up.
Was it?
I don't know. They said
No.
your something 31 video that it seemed to cut out while you were still talking or something like that.
What?
Yeah, someone said that.
Do you know what's messed up? That happened in another video, and I know that that
editor can do that if you're not careful.
Something's going on with my editor because that happened to another video that I know.
Right here
I
was your
didn't cut out.
Seb 31 review cut short. It seemed like to end while Jared was still talking.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to.
It
check.
ended early.
Damn it! I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
I need to check my
Yeah,
editor.
and somebody else said, yeah, the Sebenza 31 video cut out. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
What are
I'll
you
watch
doing?
the end.
See, Lindy, this is why you're gonna be great. It's because you won't put videos out that cut out the end.
I didn't cut the end out. The editor did it. It's YouTube. What's up, Nat?
All right, you guys, it's 9:40.
Yeah, we've been
You
on here for
motherfuckers
2
got
hours.
More than 2 hours out of us.
The fuck are you guys doing here still?
It's Amari. Hey, Amari, what's up?
What's up, Mari?
We are
my
going to
niece.
end this biatch, and we are going to come up with some fun stuff for Saturday.
I didn't edit
7:30.
wrong, Lindy. I didn't edit it wrong. It was the editor. Like, not me.
You, the editor.
No.
You're the editor.
No, the thing, the app. It had to be the app because there was a
Leave it
full
on the
video. It was a full video. All right, guys.
Yeah,
love
our
you guys.
butts do hurt. Thank you for considering our
We're gonna
asses.
get better chairs.
Yeah.
We are gonna, because these
Oh,
chairs
it's awful.
suck.
I know
see
you guys
me.
see me freaking
Do you know
doing
I'm
all
in,
this shit.
one reason why you see me moving around a lot? I'm in a chair that spins. That's one reason.
I'm not.
And
Mine
another
rocks.
thing is that it's fucking uncomfortable as shit. So I'm constantly
That's why we
readjusting.
always kick the camera and shit.
Yeah. That's why we kick the camera for kicks. So
They're stools. They are
Yeah, they're
stools.
stools.
So one plus of working at Target is that every so often they auction off the display furniture, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just been displayed. Although they probably won't do it because of COVID, Lord knows. But you know, I got these stools for $5 each, and they were originally like $60 stools. So they're not so comfortable, but perks of working at Target.
Nico's got butt blisters. All right, we're hanging this bitch up. But
Bye!
we are gonna be getting some new chairs though.
7:30 Saturday, y'all. I will come up with something so much fun. You guys won't even be able to fucking hear
Hopefully this was fun for you guys. Love you guys. Peace.
me. Ooh, that sink.